Welcome to Two Nerds and an Actor, the entertainment podcast for the nerd adjacent to the nerd aficionado, where we give you bi-weekly reviews on popular TV shows and movies, where we tell you in hilarious fashion what to watch and why. Welcome to the premiere of Season 5. This was a straight up journey.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. For anyone who is here now, thank you so much for sticking with us, because we've never done this like this before.
Ever.
So we're brand spanking new, and the audio. First of all, let's talk about how the internet went out.
In like all of the Bronx area where we live.
The entirety of the Bronx. And then when we go to set up, it was I don't need to bore you with it.
Mayhem.
It was mayhem. So if you're with us now, thank you so much. For anyone who's listening on the podcast, just listening to audio, you should check us out. You can see our faces now. We're going to be trying to stream live every other week on time.
Yes.
It'll be fun and exciting. This is a very special episode because we're going to be talking about a lot of things that happened during our break. We're going to be talking about WandaVision, Invincible, Falcon and Winter Soldier, all that jazz, and the new announcements that just actually happened with Marvel and Phase 4.
Yeah, we're still in 4. We're still in Fantastic Four phase.
Just call for 4.
The 4 phase. We're still there.
Fantastic Four.
As you can tell, we're excited about Fantastic Four. Woo! So it's going to be operating a little bit differently. Anyone who's up on our streams, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, feel free to use the comments. When we take a little break, we're going to kind of talk to y'all. And then if you stay through the end, we're going to have a little chat. We're going to see your comments. If you had questions, we'll answer them. We'll be here for y'all. So please stick through to the end. And then, if you're just listening, go back and watch us. It'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube and on Facebook. And for now, I think Twitch is just capturing our audio and nothing else. I think.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Because
Because we're live,
we are live.
we're going to have to do the intro again?
We're going to do that again.
Okay, we're going to roll it back. So, okay.
Anyone who just arrived,
Yeah, okay.
welcome to Two Nerds and an Actor.
So,
The entertainment podcast for the nerd adjacent to the nerd aficionado, where we give you bi-weekly reviews of a TV and movie where we tell you in hilarious fashion what to watch and why. This is the premiere episode of Season 5. Welcome. We made it. We're here. It's a pandemic. I feel like we can take allowances. Okay? I feel like that's just, it's a pandemic. That's all you have to say. You're like, I was late, and you're like, it's a pandemic.
Well, the internet literally went out. Like, if anybody's in the Bronx, like we are, Optimum dropped for like a good hour plus.
I was like, I'm on my way to your house. We're going to set up. And then it was like, nope, no internet.
No.
Good luck setting up. But regardless, irregardless.
oh God.
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Stop.
That ain't no word.
We're going to keep pushing. So this episode, we got a lot going for y'all. It's going to be a long one. So please stick with us. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll see your comments, your questions, all that. And if you stay through to the end, we're going to answer your comments and questions. It'll be a little like dialogue. So if you ever listened to us before and you're like, oh man, I wish I could talk to you. I know a lot of people say that to me all the time. They're like, I feel like I want to respond and I can't. Now you can. It's so exciting.
Absolutely. Like right now, we're not gonna be doing this during the thing. I'll make sure to remind y'all to leave comments that we could come back to. But right now, I'm seeing Fernando. Shout out to Ferbs. All right, and right now his fucking nipples got hard because I call him Ferbs. I never called him that before.
Aww.
So listen, we're not gonna cover anime stuff right now. We'll talk about anime stuff in a separate.
It'd be a separate joint. Me and Mike just talking.
We got
smack.
things planned out for fucking anime related stuff. I saw the Demon Slayer movie. I definitely want to talk about it, but not in this episode. This episode is a lot of recap.
A lot of recap.
It's a lot of Marvel announcements.
We got Marvel announcements.
It's a little bit of Fast and Furious
Oh.
because it always is. And don't worry, we're gonna spread out a lot of things because it's been a minute.
And if you do listen to us like religiously, you know that I say I don't watch anime.
Which is a fucking lie.
The dead, cold,
I don't even know why you say that.
We know
bold-faced
that
lie.
I don't watch it.
But don't worry. Listen, 8 years ago, Aisha said, "I'm not a nerd." That's what she said.
The tone. Note the tone.
But she said it while we were like driving to Comic-Con. So it's like, but I ain't say nothing.
I'm not a nerd. I just like to do nerdy shit.
I'm not alert. I just nerd a lot.
Yeah. She not on crack.
I just get
She just
contact
smoking.
high. I just hang
Good
around
God.
with
I've been
crackheads.
watching Snowfall. I can't help it.
My goodness.
Like, it's Mother's Day, like this weekend, and I'm over here because it's
Yeah.
Snowfall. If you watch that, all you hear is pincha madre puta madre. That's all you hear. So like, I can't help.
Disclaimer for anyone just tuning in: this is not a PC podcast.
Oh no! Who
we will
told
be
him that?
cursing. We will. So
Yeah,
like,
no.
if you have kids around, you don't want to.
Yeah,
maybe you
no
want to
one-
plug
Can
their
you-
ears
Can you
and
get
saying
put
like,
in Facebook
bitch
jail
ass,
for
whatever.
live?
No.
"Ooh,
All right,
man,
cool.
that's
Showing
a good
titties?
question."
All right, go ahead.
Although we are listed as explicit, so I don't think it matters.
Okay, good.
Our
good.
whole page is explicit.
No, we're
As long as
fine.
people know.
All right, we're gonna jump into it. So keep commenting. We're gonna come to you guys at the break and the end. Let's get into it.
Daryl, we miss you.
Daryl, we do miss you. Thank you.
Daryl's our sound guy.
We have new mics, so maybe you can tell the difference.
Motherfucker said we.
Sometimes when
Oh no, we do.
it's-
We are using my new mic. Okay,
We
that's
have like
it's in the shot. Oh, sponsored by.
you can't see it.
Yeah, I know.
I wish. Okay, so let's get into our first announcements. Marvel announced the name of the next Black Panther movie, which, if you could guess, is Wakanda Forever.
Hello forever.
Yeah, but wait. Let's backtrack a little bit
Backtrack. Okay, backtrack.
because that trailer started with a Stan Lee voiceover,
Oh my God.
and I don't know if you've seen
It
the
was so
trailer.
sad.
That hit me right away. I was like,
Yeah.
and then yes, the reveal of the new Black Panther 2 title again caught me in the feels as well.
Yeah. It makes sense though. Like when you think about sequels, you're like, oh, right, yeah. Wakanda Forever. Black Panther 2. That just makes complete sense. So it was like, what?
It gave me the same vibe I got when World of Wakanda came out in the comics because it was about this exploration of the actual country, not just talking about the heroes or just talking about T'Challa himself. So it was dope.
So is that going to be Black Panther 3?
No, I think that's what this
No, I
movie
think this
ends
is
up-
going to
yeah.
be
Oh.
an exploration of the world, like of the entirety of Wakanda and all of the little things that happen inside of it.
Because so far in the MCU, we've had like zoom by fly-ins. They only do that with Wakanda. They don't do that with like
Right.
Nah, we in
any
Cleveland.
other
We in
place.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, they don't do that for Cleveland. You know, shout out to Ohio.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Will, Willie. All right, so they don't do that for any place but Wakanda, and like so we've seen kind of the street level street food vending area where
Yeah,
like
that was like important for Coogler. He was like, I really want to show people eating because whenever you go to a place, they never show people eating. It doesn't feel real until you see people
because
eating.
that's part of culture of
Right.
what people eat.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think like Fran said, Wakanda Forever is going to, because they're finding a way to transition from Chadwick's transition. We're gonna get a really in-depth exploration of like the heartbeat of Wakanda, its people, and I think that will be the theme to then eventually pass it on to one or more characters who are gonna carry the mantle of Black Panther.
I
Yeah.
feel like they carry the mantle of Wakanda as a whole.
As
now.
a whole,
I'm like,
right,
Damn,
yeah.
it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, they haven't said who would be the next Black Panther yet. All we know is the name, Wakanda Forever. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I just wanted to say, like, we're gonna get to chat questions at the end, but feel free to keep. I see people commenting.
Yeah,
Yes.
throw them on.
We're gonna do our show, and then we'll come to that. Because for right now, we're not used to the back and forth, but
But I
we
will.
will get to the comments.
But y'all know how I like to do my thing. Shout out to Dr. Kenny Jones. Shout out to Means.
I just want
Sup?
to say there is a whole section for shout outs.
Oh, I am. All right.
So we
Oh,
can
it's
keep
true.
going.
All right.
It's true.
Just showing love.
Yes, we love you all. Thank you for being here. All right, next one is the Eternals. So this was a big, we don't know what's going on because it was like, we just know it's happening. But they've showed us a little bit of, and Angelina Jolie is in it. Who is she?
She plays the character Athena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the inspiration for Athena, Greek goddess, whatever.
Yeah.
These characters are older than humans.
They're older than old.
They're
Yeah.
gods. gods.
Like right below that, like on Demi.
Eternals.
Yes. They're like high level demi.
Yeah.
High level demis. They used to rock with the Celestials. Like they had, like,
But they
have
under the Celestials.
right. Like they right under them though.
Yeah.
Like-
Like if the Celestials wanted to fight with them,
Okay.
it would take all of them to fight against the Celestials. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Wow. Right.
the Celestials are like their Thanos,
Okay.
Yeah.
but they're definitely beneath them.
But are they friends? Because you make it seem like they're gonna fight.
They work. They work in tandem. You know, cosmic stuff. Like all the
Okay.
cosmic stuff works together. Thanos had a purpose. Blah blah blah.
Is he what is he?
He is a part of the. He's a subsection of Eternals called Deviant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's one of the
Yeah,
deviants.
they're really insensitive when it comes to their social
Mm-hmm.
tiers and stuff like that. Yeah,
With your deviant ass.
He's considered a deviant. And,
So is Angelina Jolie gonna be a good bad
her character's
character?
good.
Her character is
Good.
literally light driven.
She looked like Galadriel to me.
Yeah,
So.
that sword that you see
She's like,
her.
shh,
Yeah, it
she
was a
got, like,
badass
light-
pose.
Yeah.
That sword, that's her wielding cosmic energy. She can shape cosmic energy to like whatever the fuck she wants.
Uh-huh.
So in that instance, she was making a sword, and then like really eagle-eyed motherfuckers with slow motion. They zoomed in 4K on that sword, and like you could see like the sword was like threading it was forming
yeah.
as she was moving.
Yeah. Oh,
Which should
gotcha.
give a little bit of insight into how she's gonna fight, probably very fluidly, and wielding the cosmic energy for whatever she needs. Oh, we're going fishing. I got you.
Dope.
Fly rod.
going fishing.
I'm just
Is that a
just saying.
You knee deep in the river. Just,
Yeah,
Just, you know, what do we need? I
Whatever
got
we
you.
need.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm excited about it. There's like a million people in it. Salma Hayek was in it, right? That was her.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, she is an Eternal. I think in real
actually
life.
real life. Her Pharrell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pharrell.
they don't age. Oh wait, whose birthday was today? It's the 50th birthday of oh god, Nia Long. Is it Nia Long?
Oh my
Yes.
God! What?
Yeah.
Nia Long ain't
She's-
50. Stop lying.
She's
I
50
believe
as
you.
of today.
You're the fact checker.
and no, it
Look
doesn't
up.
matter. I wouldn't want to check
But that's
the
what I'm
fact.
saying. She's
Nia
one
Long
like
is
she's
not
one
50.
of the fucking Eternals.
She is.
We have real life Eternals. Keanu.
That's not fair though, because the overwhelming amount of Eternals would just be black people.
I mean, yeah,
That seems fair.
yeah,
Oh, all right. Say less.
but
We
not
out here.
all.
I mean,
No,
Angelina
there's one
Jolie
Eternal.
is not.
There's one Eternal
Jennifer
we talk
Connelly.
about.
Jennifer Connelly.
Is she in this?
No, but she's the Highlander.
Fennec Shen.
Oh, Ming Na Wen.
Yeah,
Yo.
she's probably Mama Eternal. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, Ming Na Wen is.
So there you go.
she holding it down.
Shout out to Angela Bassett. Headlock me, please.
The arms.
Okay.
I said with her arms.
So, moving on. Eternals is going to be fun. It's exciting. We're all done. Shang-Chi. They showed something.
They did show something. They showed a trailer.
Yeah.
They should have.
No, they showed.
There's an extended trailer.
They
and a-
showed a lot of what we already saw with the other Shang-Chi trailer, but with a little bit more.
Aquafina. More Aquafina.
Yeah, there was more.
There was a lot more Aquafina.
I'm gonna find out her real name. I keep playing games.
No, her name is, what's her name from Queens? That's her name.
Oh, Nora. Her name is Nora.
Yeah, I think that's her real name. Nora from Queens. I mean, look it up.
Yeah, I will do that because
But I'm pretty sure that's her
I know
name.
she was a dragon.
the last.
No, the last, and then she was the
And
first.
then she was more?
Yeah.
No, wait. That's like spoilers.
Oh, so far it's been a lot of spoiler already. So.
Yeah, we see. We are
Like I revealed there are Mexicans in the snowfall. So.
Wale
This is
Gate.
Mexicans in
I don't know
Snowfall.
if you know that.
Shh, watch out. You guys already know. What are you going to do? All right.
It's water. Don't worry, it's water.
I mean, I wish it wasn't. I'm
they see me
gonna
taking
be
swigs.
honest. This looks like it's not water, but it is just water.
Listen, if we're gonna drink, let's save it for the comments at the end, okay?
Woo! I'm down. All right. So the next one is the big four. Am I making a four with my hands?
No.
Be
that-
careful what you're throwing up. We're on video now.
Word. You are gang
That
related.
was nothing.
Would you stop?
That's not. Yeah, it's not working.
Everything is something somewhere.
Oh my.
There's some kid in
God.
like Encino,
Well,
California.
now
like,
everybody knows
"That's my
I'm down.
gang."
What are you doing?
And it's a snowfall now.
Snowfall
It's
now.
snowfall again. No. He's stuck.
Yo, shout out to Also. All right, go ahead. Come on.
Snowfall? Okay, Fantastic Four is real. It's actually happening. It's a real thing that's
Yes.
happening. They
But-
literally showed the
But they got no release date.
no date. It was just like 4.
Which is great because they're confirming it's a Phase 4 movie.
Right.
Right.
And the last Phase 4 movie coming out is like, end of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that means we have to wait till the end to get Fantastic
see
Four.
it, right.
Who knows if the events of the Marvel movies coming up, they'll drop it in the end of 2022 or some shit. Like it could fall anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe.
it was 10 years for the other phases, right?
No.
10 years for all 3 phases.
For all
for
three
three
phases. Yeah,
phases.
yeah, for 3
Do you think we're gonna have like 5 more?
Well, the question is, will the Disney Plus series that they're doing, will that make phases longer, or will they just find spots in between the movies and they'll be roughly the same? In other words,
point.
will phase 4, 5, 6, for example, will that be a 10-year run? Although we did have the COVID, the year thing, but will it be ultimately a 10-year run, or is it gonna be like a 12-year run? I'm not sure if it's gonna expand them or truncate them. Who knows?
Right. This is gonna be forever. Do you realize that? Like these phases, like why would they stop making movies?
I don't-
They have too much source material to ever stop.
It's gonna
And
continue forever.
And if they ever fuck up, they could always like just go back and Snyder
And
cut
then,
the whole
like,
thing.
do it again. Yeah.
You don't want to see Iron Man
But
snipe the
Mulligan.
fucking Favreau cut?
Literally, Mulligan. Let's do every single one with like someone else.
Yeah. I want to see the R-rated Iron Man 2.
They
had
Iron
Mickey
Man
Rourke.
2?
It's fucking bird.
Listen, exactly. They had with my fucking boot. They had Mickey Rourke in there,
I feel like he did say that.
and they had Black Widow needing to seduce and cuddle up to Tony.
And Samuel Jackson.
So you're telling me
Lord.
exactly? So you're telling me this is not an R-rated cut?
There
Like,
gotta be a
damn.
cut.
Come on, this is R-rated cut.
I told
Maybe.
motherfucking Black
R-rated.
motherfucking Widow to
R-rated man.
Why did we become like Southern?
I don't know.
I feel like I
Hooligans.
should just be dropping MF that many times.
Yo, the R-rated Justin Hammer fucking monologue.
I just want to talk about the fact that France
My fucking ex-wife, right?
Yes.
The Cohiba.
France likes to watch that Sam Rockwell. Like someone made this
Yes, there's an hour-long loop, baby.
hour-long
Of Justin
loop
Hammer
of
coming
him
out.
just like dancing.
There's got to be a 10-hour one. There's always a 10-hour one.
Oh, I'll find it.
my god!
Yeah, there's always a 10-hour
Nope.
loop of things.
and that's
on
where we
YouTube.
stop it. You know how much I love Sam Rockwell, but I'm not gonna sit there
I
all
know.
day.
I'll play that shit while I sleep, like some ambiance, like some rain.
It's ASMR. For swag.
Yeah.
All right. Point is, we're excited about Fantastic Four. If you didn't get that.
Oh, wait. Wow.
Right,
Damn,
yeah,
I forgot that's what we was talking about.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
Fantastic Four,
yes.
yeah.
Also, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I think
Did you say
that.
also? I'm sorry, that's Snowfall. I'm gonna stop. I'm stop.
So that was like the peak of all the like announcements for me. Was there anything else they announced that you guys like super excited about?
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
shoot. Go ahead.
Yeah, they changed the Captain Marvel title
Right.
to The Marvels. So for those of you who we'll get into it, a little bit, but spoiler, Monica Rambeau's character in WandaVision, she, let's just say, comes into her own, and she'll probably be a huge part of that movie. And also, they've already released set photos. I don't know if they were released. Actually, they weren't released. They were like,
Yeah, they were
Was
like,
it a leak or a DK leak?
it was a full
They leaked that
costume.
on
So
purpose.
Feige took them shits. Anyway.
right.
That he snapped him off his fucking wristwatch or some shit. So
Dick
yeah,
Tracy?
yeah. Yo, I want a fucking Dick Tracy remake, bro.
Of all the reboots that haven't happened.
Danae, no, I don't
What
want
do you
that.
mean? I know that movie is
Dick
perfect.
Tracy is perfect. You
It
don't need
is.
anything else. When
just
do we
want
eat?
more.
That's
So like,
it.
wait. So like in
Big bite of it.
wait, so like in 10 years, you don't want like I don't know, Billie Eilish to play Madonna's role or
Oh
some
my
shit?
god. Oh my god. Where am I?
I'm
No.
just saying,
No.
an actress, anybody.
No, we don't need anybody. It's done.
In 10 years, you're gonna
Perfect.
feel different.
10 years.
Although in 10 years, it
How
probably
old am
won't
I
be able to
gonna
be
be?
called Dick Tracy.
in 10 years, I'm gonna be like, look, kids, watch the original Dick Tracy.
It'll be their Tracy.
I feel like
okay, I'm
nowadays though, it wouldn't be able to be Dick Tracy. You'd have to be like Richard Tracy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But wait. Back to Marvels.
Yes.
They show basically full costume for Miss Marvel for her series coming up in Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Some people were like, "Oh, CW shit," and then other people were like, "Oh, it looks cool." I'm like in the middle. I need to see it like with the lighting, because this was like in the fucking rain. You know,
you
like
want to see official?
yeah. I want to
tissue.
see how you know, she looks when she's beginning in hand and shit. You know, like when she's ready to throw down.
That's true. If they mess that up, it is gonna look weird.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they know how at this point.
Yeah, I don't think Disney knows how to really truly fuck something up.
Right.
They know how to like skirt issues, but I don't know if they know how to fuck.
I don't
up
know.
issues.
You really didn't like Star Wars.
Well, I mean Marvel stuff. Fuck Star
Okay.
Wars.
Okay.
Okay.
While I wear my Nub Nub shirt.
Ironically, somebody
May
just,
the 4th be with you.
somebody just tagged us as like a Star Wars centered podcast.
Oh, have they listened? Have they listened to me?
I win.
Maybe all the time you said "fuck Star Wars" created some kind of trend.
Or you know all the hate
we
I
do
have
Star
for Last
Wars
Jedi
now.
and shit.
Listen, I did this for May the 4th be with you. Revenge of the 5th.
They can't see my Krakoan shirt, but anyway, it's my Facebook profile picture.
Just so
Check
y'all
out the
know.
picture.
It's the same thing. I'm matching.
All right. I want to get into the nitty gritty of this episode because we got a lot to cover. So,
Okay.
You wanted to say what your favorite thing was besides Marvels?
Nah,
Kermit the
I think it
Frog.
was really just. I think it was Marvels.
Okay.
It's Marvels as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't all just be about Carol because she's kind of grating.
Right. It's gonna be black and brown peeps.
I'll add to it that
Literally.
I'll add to it that that Brie Larson had a lot to do with that happening.
Oh, really?
That Brie Larson made a push
To get.
for that to be a
Oh.
part of Captain Marvel 2 in that way.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean,
Apparently, Brie Larson's a lot behind a couple of things
Yep.
that happened behind the scenes, some schmoozing. Like that's evidently that's the myth of the legend of how they got that shot in Endgame.
with the
Oh, yeah. No, I
all
heard about
the-
that. Yeah, all the ladies.
independent. Like that's how
You
that
did
happened.
that happened.
when Pete is like, "How are you gonna help her?" We got this.
And then
it's
they all come in.
Rosie. the
You know
River.
what's weird about that scene too? Like I felt like that was like a Disney made scene because you got goosebumps even though you were like, I'm not that excited. It's just so okay. The imagery, I'm feeling it.
It was the Wreck-It Ralph 2. Because you know when they had all the princesses,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
it was that, but Marvel, so they were all
Yeah.
badass.
And you're like, oh, this is cool. And then you're like, wait, why is this cool?
because they were all
Because
badass.
they're just badass ladies standing in a line.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Oh, and Blade 2 will start filming
Oh, right.
next summer, July.
Mahershala Ali is playing Blade.
Yes.
Mahershala.
So it's gonna be exciting. I think it'll be a good Blade.
They have no choice.
All he has to do is laugh, and I'm good. He can just laugh with the
fangs.
fangs and the shades,
Pretty much.
and the
That's
fangs.
true.
I'm with it,
Pretty much.
my man.
Just get all his Luke Cage
Chocolate
like
people.
footage, all the cutting room
Just
floor shit.
Cottonmouth with.
Yeah, just get Cottonmouth footage and put fangs in it. Shades.
All right, before we move on, what I want to do is going to be different, okay? We're going to do no spoilers of these things, but like quick, I want you to tell me before we get into it. I want you to tell me what, surprised you of the thing and what you took away from it without spoilers. And that's all you get. Boom boom. And then we're going to go into like all the shits so we have more time for that. But before we do, I want to talk to our people out there, give some shout outs.
Well, now's the time.
Now's
for
the time for
shout-outs.
shout outs. Let's see who's up in our chat here. Oh, we've got Amina. I'm going to shout out Amina. Thank you for coming. Christian, what's up? Thank you for being here. You already shouted out for night. Cortez, hey! Hype for season 5. We are hype as well.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for being here.
We have Dr. Kenny Jones.
Kenny. Who-
Doctor.
No, it says doctor. So we
Yeah.
have to acknowledge
Oh,
that.
yes, you definitely have
We have to acknowledge
acknowledge.
this as Dr. Kenny Jones.
You definitely do.
You know?
Represent.
Yeah.
So we also want to shout out people who I'm not seeing in the stream right now. People like Kat Ramos, who's super excited. Kat Thompson, who also listens to us religiously.
Yeah.
We followed you back on Twitch, by the way.
I've been followed.
Okay.
Oh, she meant on Twitch? Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already following on IG, but
No, on Two
alright.
Nerds, we followed
Got
her
you,
back.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Al. I peeped you early in the comments. I see you, bro.
Yeah. And thanks, E. Appreciate, for the tech support offer.
Stop.
No, he did help though. In
He
the,
did.
in
No,
the test
absolutely.
drive.
I wouldn't have
It was
known how to
very
do half of this
helpful.
shit.
But we also want to let y'all know how you can support us. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, to our Twitch. Although our Twitch didn't work this time, it is something we're going to try to start doing. So go over there. If you don't have a Twitch, check it out.
We'll figure it out for next time.
We're going to figure it out. And we're going to be doing other exciting things on Twitch too. So
now that we know we need an hour setup time, we got this.
2
Now
hours.
we
2
got
hours.
We got this.
But like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those things because we need the algorithms to work for us in order to get higher, do more, make moves, have more people see us.
Yeah.
So if you like us, please let us know. And that also includes doing comments. Make sure that you're commenting. Make sure that you're doing reviews. If you're a writer, if you're a blogger, review us. Let us know how you like us and then share and all that good stuff.
Tell us if you don't like us.
Yeah, I dare you. And then also like
if you don't like us,
we're gonna still have the audio version of this. If you're used to consuming your podcast via audio, that will be there as well. You just don't get the delight
you don't
of
get to
seeing
see
us,
our beautiful
shoulder
faces.
to shoulder and color coordinating.
Anyone
without
in their
meaning to.
computers, you should screenshot that.
My hair is crazy.
I don't know if it
Mine crazy than mine. My shit was looking nice.
we went too fast.
Mine was looking Wolverine-ish, but then passing through this backdrop a few times, sweating a little bit under these lights.
Stop.
Does this.
Over.
You get this.
So we're gonna move on in our rapid fire.
Rapid. Bye, bye, bye.
No spoilers. These are things we're covering. So if you have not seen Mortal Kombat, Judas and the Black Messiah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, or Invincible, if you have not seen them, keep listening. Stay with us because we're just going to give you our small takes without spoiling anything for you.
But I do feel like every time you say Invincible, you should leave a, stop after give time for the blood splatter and then Invincible.
You just have to give your take and stop mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Don't keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood splatter.
Blood splatter. So let's start with the heavy-hitting stuff. Let's do Judas and the Black Messiah.
Ooh, the heaviest of hits.
Heaviest of the heavy.
That won some things, didn't it?
It did. If anyone doesn't know, Judas and the Black Messiah is the story of the betrayal of Black Panther leader Fred Hampton in Chicago.
Played by Daniel
Kaluuya. Yeah.
Played brilliantly.
By. And also Lakeith Stanfield plays our betrayer,
Bill O'Neill.
Yep. And he also played that brilliantly.
Oh my God. Wild.
And so did Fat Matt Damon.
You can't leave my man Jesse Plemons alone.
Fat
Yo,
Damon. Listen, I've hated him since Breaking Bad. Every time he's on screen, you can't trust him.
This is facts.
Every time I see him, I do think about Matt Damon. Like, I'm like, oh, that's not Matt Damon.
Nah, Jesse Plemons goes to the dark places.
No, I love him, but he's
Matt Damon can't go there.
He's Fat Damon.
He is. Also starring.
Not body shaming.
Starring a friend of ours, Dominic Fishback.
Yeah.
Played Fred Hampton's wife in the movie.
Brilliant.
Shout out to Dom. Yeah.
Yeah, I love their scenes.
Yeah, she's doing big things. She's gonna be in Transformers next.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the main
She's headlining.
lady in Transformers. So congrats to Dom.
Oh no, they're still focusing on humans, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna be like
Brilliant.
Imagine.
No, she's
Brilliant.
gonna be in the movie. All right, so let's get into it. I want you to tell me what was it? What did I say? What you what you took from it, and what was it?
It was what we took from it, and we can't spoil, and
Maybe what you liked.
sure.
Okay, what you liked and what you got from it.
Who goes first?
France can go first.
Okay, France goes first.
Wow. I thoroughly enjoyed being able to watch anything having to do with Fred Hampton as he lived. In my opinion, I would love a whole movie of just wondering how he lived, and he was so magnanimous and magnetic in this movie, and all the legends of him are about him being so people focused and people driven that that's what held me and held me after the movie. It held me because the inevitable scene, and it hurts to know that somebody who loved people that hard went out like that. But that
Is that what you got from it?
I got from it that you could that loving the people is brilliant and beautiful, and it comes
And it's hard.
It's hard and it comes at high cost.
Yeah.
My bad. That's where I was.
No, hey, that movie is.
That's it.
That's what it takes.
That movie is a gut punch.
It really is.
When the I'm next.
You want to go next?
I agree with France. Like, definitely I would have liked maybe 1 or 2 more public speeches from Fred Hampton. I thought it was really cool how, well, no spoilers, but you see him in the few moments they show grow as a leader, even though he was so young.
Mm-hmm.
It took very little for him to be. He was one of those people that the movie conveyed that he was able to apply his wisdom immediately. Like, it didn't take long for him to learn a lesson.
Facts.
Like, for some people, it takes a few cuts on the knees. For him, he was able to see ahead, and his words. The reason why people followed him is because his actions lined up so uniquely with his words in a rare way. Like, a lot of times you get people that know how to talk, but their actions don't line up just as much, as they usually fall short, or vice versa. He was like one of the few people, especially at a time like that where they lined up so much. What did I enjoy? Like I said, the performances were great.
Ridiculous.
Like all around, but in particular, I gotta say this. Like, even though there was, I'll put it like this. I don't want to spoil. There was some brutal scenes.
Yeah.
That I felt like they were conveyed in a very realistic way without going too far in any direction, left, right, center. You know what I mean? Like, it put you in that space without necessarily needing to demonize or, like, it's so obvious. Like, my point is, the movie really just laid out for you, some hard facts and truths about what happened in our past, in our government, our law enforcement, and in the movement. And it laid it out in a way that at no point did I feel like it was like ham-fisted or anything like that. It felt very like genuine, and every character's decisions felt like I understood them. Nothing felt out of place. There was no like Daenerys flipping and burning down King's Landing moments. Every decision, even from people that you come to not appreciate, like, you understood why they were doing it, and it was fucked up, some of the reasons they were doing it. But my point is, the movie presented itself in that type of way that it was like, it's one of those rare period pieces that's not trying to sway you, because it doesn't need to.
Yeah, it's just facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I have always, obviously, like, known and followed Black Panther movement work, but intimately know, like, the destruction of it through our mentors, Universes, who did the show Party People, and watching, like, knowing all that information and having kind of like insider knowledge about it on a personal level with like actual Black Panthers. Watching that happen, it was very accurate. It was so very accurate to that feeling of watching people betray each other when they don't necessarily want to. It's like this you're being manipulated. And there was times, like, we heard from, people that they'd be like, oh, this person said this about you, or that person said that, so that then they would then fight each other.
Right.
That kind of little things. And then, them, I don't want to give anything away in the movie, but, manipulating Lakeith's character into doing what he had to do. That's just, like, how it works on all sides. It's like they just came around to crumble. And you feel that, like, in your soul when you watch the movie. You really do.
Lord.
There are moments that I had to, like, look away. I was like, yeah, no, I know it's coming. I can't. Like, it's just so visceral that you couldn't, like, I couldn't be there presently the whole time. Which doesn't mean it was bad. It was just, like, you do what you gotta do for yourself. But, yeah, that's what I took from it. Like, the realness and that, like, gravitas.
Oh.
Yeah. But I loved the performances. Yeah. I think that's what gave it the gravitas, Because there wasn't like crazy amounts of dialogue. It wasn't like drama here, drama there. There were like 2 things happening. You know what I mean? This dude's making a movement with the crazy foresight of, I don't know, like a god. How do you know to bring these people together that they're going to listen to you? You're like stone cold focus, and then like betrayal. Like, those are the 2 things.
Right. It's not like complex, the narrative. It's
right.
You really see inside the movement how it's growing, and the government trying to infiltrate that and fuck it up from the inside.
Wow.
The fact that that's even an effort
So exactly. It's
says
all
a
facts.
lot. Like, it's like, okay.
Whew. All right.
What you say?
We're going to lighten it up a little bit. That one took a while, but let's be rapid on the other ones. We're going to be rapid on the other ones.
That one was like heavy though.
That was heavy. I feel like it's good we started.
Nah, we gotta give the Mortal
can't end
Kombat the
with
same weight.
Oh my god. All right, Mortal Kombat. What you
next?
enjoyed about it? Yeah, what you took from it?
Man.
Okay, I'll go first. Give you guys some time. One, I just need to preface that the first Mortal Kombat movie was by far like my favorite movie as a child, and I went to see it like 3-4 times in the movie theater. So I was very excited that there was gonna possibly be a really good Mortal Kombat movie. That when I saw the trailer, right, I was like, "Oh, look at this!" Because the second Mortal Kombat movie was trash. Basura. Just want to be clear.
Annihilation is godlike for its terror.
For its awfulness.
I really need to go back and watch the original Mortal Kombat because
Sonya.
yeah, but
can't.
like,
Mortal Kombat.
listen, some of the fights in that movie.
Fights. Oh my god. I
But the
was like,
music though.
anyways, we're not gonna bash the original Mortal Kombat right
Oh no,
now.
because I want to bash
This is
this
about
one.
this one.
No, I wanna bash this.
This is the one I want to bash.
This one, okay, what it gave me was setup. That's what I got from it. It's set up for something else to go on because when the movie ended, again, no spoilers, I was like, and now the movie, nope, it's not beginning.
It was a cold open?
It was, yeah. I was like, where do we go from here? And it was like credits. That's where we go from
I
here.
think Cold Open with a K might be a good episode title.
Here
by
we
the
go. Write that
We
down.
out here.
Write that down.
All right.
Wait, I gotta say what I liked about
Yes,
it.
please.
I liked,
Oof.
I liked,
That was my one.
no, shh, I can do this. I liked Kano.
That's crazy.
No, what's his name?
No, I'm just saying the fact that this movie made you have to
I know,
like Kano.
yeah, exactly.
To like
I
something.
liked Kano. No,
Raiden?
with the, yeah, no, the,
Oh, Kung Lao.
yeah.
Oh, hymns.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I love eggs no matter what he
The
does.
man's name is Makad
Yeah,
Brooks.
he wasn't very eggs in this movie.
His arms
Shaking.
were beautiful.
Were
until
they?
Were
weren't.
they?
Until they weren't. It was so...
But even were they?
And are we spoiling?
Yeah, she is.
You saw it in the trailer. Shut up, everyone. Go watch the trailer. Anyways, okay. I love eggs. That's what I got from it.
That's Jax
Oh, to be clear, eggs is his name in
True Blood, but she means Jax in this movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. What did I like about this movie?
I'm hearing rumors that the live stopped.
On what?
It says we're live and we have 6 viewers.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll keep it trucking.
But it's not a murmur if it's true. It's
You
my
check-
shirt. It's not a dream if it's true.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Check it
That's
out.
what my
I'll
shirt
check it out
says.
real quick.
Check it out.
All right.
But yeah.
We're going to panic check.
Panic check.
What am I checking? We all check something different. You check YouTube.
Me? Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going in.
I'll check our two nerds.
We had to do music for like...
Boom chaka pakata boom chaka tung boom chaka pakata boom chaka boom chaka boom chaka bang 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 boom chaka pakata boom chaka.
It
Wait,
looks
I'm
like
just-
we're live on
I'm
YouTube.
just doing this to see if it captures it.
We are live.
It's not showing that on Facebook.
It is showing
My
it on
rabbit
YouTube.
ears.
See, here's us singing.
Okay. I'm gonna just check.
for like...
Okay,
That was fun.
then you know what? The live is still working.
All right. We're good.
I'm not calling whoever murmured that a liar, but
If you were trying to watch it on Twitch, you are correct. It is not working.
Yes.
If you're
Yeah,
trying to watch
Twitch-
it on Facebook, it's probably extremely laggy. Facebook can be laggy. But go to our YouTube page, which is just, youtube.com/2nerdsandανactor.
yep,
And we are totally live stream.
Yep.
Check us out. You can still do the comments. We'll still see you.
yep. All right. So, what did I like about Mortal Kombat?
What did you like? What did you like? No, it's not.
And what did you... It gave you something, right?
Okay, it gave me something, but not anything I wanted. I liked Sub-Zero, I guess.
Ah.
He was
Yeah.
they were creative with some of the things he was able to use his Sub-Zeroing abilities for.
That was cool.
Oh, that's,
end scene.
I gave
That was your
France
invincible
the
end.
Squint.
No, I'm out here for these dad jokes. Low key dad jokes.
Dad jokes. Is that what's happening?
I liked Sub-Zero, and I always appreciate seeing Hiroki Sanada in anything. Hiroki Sanada in anything.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen more of him than this movie perhaps allowed.
Without spoilers, facts.
I'm hard D on allowed. And I guess Goro looked fine. Whoops.
That wasn't spoiled. That's in the trailer.
It is?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, okay. So Goro looked okay.
What did I like about this? It knew what it was.
Yeah.
It knew what it was.
Pretend to be something else.
If this was Cinemax back in the day, I would have been like,
Cinemax.
I would come across this on a Saturday afternoon and be like, oh,
Back in the day.
Wait,
okay.
Is there gonna be a spoiler take
Yes.
on this? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Faux show.
Yeah, it gave me what I paid for, and I guess that's what I took from it.
Your HBO Max subscription?
You damn Skippy.
Okay.
Because if I paid money for this, the audience would have been hyped. That would have been a cool audience situation.
Oh, if we were in the movie theater?
Yeah,
I guess that's entertaining to
maybe.
be with the crowd.
Maybe.
But yeah, nah.
As long as I could order wings.
Oh, you thinking Yeah, you thinking Alamo.
As always, I love you, Alamo.
They'll be back in July sometime.
We'll be
Shout out to
together
Alamo.
again.
In Yonkers.
We
area.
always shout out Alamo. I feel like
Y'all always shout out Alamo.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's true.
It's
Y'all always shout out Alamo.
we sure do. It's been a long time.
It has.
Shouldn't have left you
Been a while.
without Alamo.
All right, so what we got next? We went through that one fast.
We did. Okay, boom. We're gonna go through Falcon and Winter Soldier real fast.
Oh.
Oh man, I don't even know how to do that fast. What did I get from it? I got from it that Disney likes to scratch the surface of things and doesn't want to upset people. But then people got upset. Yeah. I like Bucky. I always like Bucky.
He's playing Tommy Lee in the Pamela and Tommy Lee FX series.
Is that a joke?
Is he going to have a Dirk Diggler prosthetic?
I don't know if he needs one. I thought you were an ass woman.
I am an everything woman.
Ah.
What?
Yeah, he's
When
playing-
he looked at this guy's sister, I was like, okay, you can have that.
this guy.
This guy.
This guy,
I
that's
love
what
how she says James Buchanan Barnes in full,
Bunky.
but she can't even
Yeah.
This is the best.
No.
That arm.
France.
Winter Soldier. I got from it respectability politics. And I didn't want that. But I got that. But I expected that. It should have just been the Bucky show.
Yeah.
That's it.
What you took from it?
I took.
Oh no, what you like from it?
Oh,
That was what you liked, or that was what you took?
That's
I
what you took.
liked their take on the Flag Smashers.
Oh, right. I hate that name.
The original Flag Smasher was a guy. So,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it was like one
but-
dude?
but this idea of I appreciate their take on it because it was. Oh, I'll get to that in the spoiler.
Yeah.
right,
get
right.
to that.
We'll go. Rapid fire. Go.
What did I take from it? I took from it important steps, but probably not big enough steps when it comes to certain topics that this show tried to address. I do think they were walking. I mean, this definitely wasn't a show aimed at kids because there was cussing in it.
Oh yeah.
Right, that's true.
And there was violence in it on a level that I don't think we've really seen in some of the Marvel movies.
No, you're right. You're right.
So I was mumble. I would assent. I would, I feel like these are important steps, but definitely there's more that could be done. But what I liked about the show, I also enjoyed Bucky a lot.
What I liked.
Because it's weird for me to frame it. There's a lot I didn't like. You know what I like the most about the show? Baron Zemo. That's it. I liked Baron Zemo the most out of the show.
Damn.
He was a good character.
Non-alcoholic alcohol.
Because I've always been an advocate for Marvel not killing their fucking villains on screen.
for years.
Like, make them threats that evolve or something.
Yeah, I literally thought that he was dead because that's what they always do.
No,
I had forgotten that he was like from the movie. Like I
Right,
had forgotten that
yeah.
he was alive.
He got
It
put
was-
in the cross-faced chicken wing.
Right.
And that was it.
Well, first, T'Challa stopped him from taking his own life.
Right. Yeah.
Which
and
was
then
amazing.
they threw him in the jail.
Yeah, both
Where,
in how
like,
he did it and why he did it.
They threw him in like a
right.
Magneto jail, basically. You're like, dude.
Yeah,
what?
but it was
How do you
weird.
do
It was
this?
like a Magneto jail in like Germany. Like it was the Magneto
was.
wing of like German Rikers.
Right. I always wonder how they go to the bathroom.
He had the toilet right there.
They
Was
they
it
showed
there?
it, yeah. They
Oh,
showed
Yeah.
it.
It's not like Flash.
No, it was front
Yeah,
and
nah.
center, literally.
He done Star
They
Labs.
live underground in Star Labs and like, good luck living. No windows,
They
and
got a
you don't get to
gulag.
go to the
They
bathroom.
got a
We'll-
dead-ass
we'll-
gulag.
We'll go more in depth in like the spoilers because this show,
It's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot to talk about, but for the most part, yeah.
Okay, we gotta be quick now. WandaVision. I know exactly what I'm gonna say. I'm going to say what I got from it is ladies can do anything. And what I anything. And what I liked about it was the difference in storytelling. You know me, I'm a storytelling person. So everyone else was like, this is weird, this is weird. And I was like, this is fantastic. I am so excited about what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And for me, who figures things out really quickly, it was wonderful to just sit back and not know what the fuck is going on. Like, surprise me. Thank you. Done.
Me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. WandaVision. Yes, I also enjoyed that it was like for Marvel standards. Anytime I feel like they're taking a risk, that's what I love. You know, because I feel like in a lot of ways they know what the wheelhouse is.
Right.
But the fun aspect of comic books and superhero stories are the times where they kind of go beyond your expectations, and this show, you know, definitely did that. High quality writing. I thought the pacing was good. Special effects were great. What I liked the most though was Vision. I felt like Vision had bars
Oh,
every time he was on screen.
Yeah. Anytime he spoke, it was like, now that's 8 million tweets.
Yeah, Vision had bars.
yeah, nah, I mean,
Philosophical, theological,
ethical.
existential.
And then real bars when he
Bars.
put on the gold chain.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, me and Wanda don't talk no more.
Wow. What is it?
Vision.
What was the phrase?
What is love? What is grief but love persevering?
No,
Everybody,
man,
they died.
not the real one.
I forgot what the other.
I
I
don't know
forgot
what
what
the
the
other
vision
one
was. One the vision.
What is drip? If not, what was it? Something persevere. What was it?
Oh,
Come on, man.
nah,
Somebody knows
Somebody
that
knows.
shit.
Put that shit in
Somebody
the chat.
put that shit in the chat. By the way, chat, keep putting the questions. We're gonna get to them at the end, like we said. Some of y'all saying hi. It's not that we being rude. We just trying to get through this list. Trying to get the shoe. We'll
Almost
eventually
there.
figure out how to go back and forth with y'all, but not right now.
What is drip but swag persevering?
Thank you.
Oh my god.
What is drip if not swag persevering?
I cannot.
And you gotta hold your stomach when you say that.
And then you gotta
wear
have
the
to
chain. You gotta
smile.
be smiling like
It's the little
Like the
you
baby.
gotta smile like you're not trying to fuck, but you would.
baby boy.
Like
You
the
gotta
baby
smile like
and
baby
or
boy. Make it tacos.
baby boy.
Yeah, yeah, all that.
WandaVision. What did I like about WandaVision? I liked it was the
What
risk.
The fuck was that?
Ignoring it, I was like,
It's the Bronx. All right, we in the Bronx.
I like the risk that the homage to TV type that presentation of it was worth it for me, especially given the time it came out. It was like being able to revisit that aesthetic. It did a lot for me. Nostalgia is, you know, Americans we live with that shit, especially our generation. We fucks with nostalgia, and they gave it to us by the boatload.
It really
And
did.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it quite a bit. It made me go on a run. I just started watching old school TV videos on YouTube.
Doom, doom,
Like a-
doom.
Oh my god. Then you're like TGIF.
I mean, Perfect Strangers had a banger of it. Anyway, that theme song.
Yeah.
It did. It shit gets stuck in my head occasionally
Yeah.
for days at a time. It does if it's a medical condition.
To admit.
Damn.
Wait. Okay, so you said what you like. Was that it? You like
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Keeping it brief.
We gotta go. Invincible.
And what?
Invincible.
Blood splash. All right. Invincible. It's animated.
Oh yeah, animated. Amazon Prime.
It's Amazon Prime. It's Bezos got tennis elbow drawing all of this for us. I believe that's how it works.
He did it. He worked real hard. No.
I'm not sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
I read a lot of like a third
The
maybe
comics?
of what was available at the time when I read. I'm talking about like 10 years ago.
Yep.
Old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's old.
This is like early thousands.
This is it's based on a comic by Robert Kirkman, same guy The Walking Dead. So he did Walking Dead and Invincible, and both things are fucking phenom hits.
Yeah.
Who knew, right? So I was hyped for this, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot a lot of it. What did I take away from this? That Amazon knows. I think Seth Rogen produced this, right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah,
when
he
I
did.
saw his name, I was like, I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah. So the people that made this show I would say they have as much of an understanding of like how comic books work, the way like the Deadpool team does. The movie Deadpool team.
Yeah.
Like, so they know all the nuts and bolts of how comic book movies work and shows or whatever.
Right.
A story. And then Invincible does everything that it can to like present you with a birthday cake made out of knives.
Yeah. Banana anniversary.
So I love what I took away is that this team knows what they're doing. What I like the most about this is J.K. Simmons' voice acting.
Yo,
The voice,
Terrifying.
yeah, the voice acting is great all around,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna get into why I enjoyed his voice acting so much as Omni-Man, but I'll say this, and I said this before to y'all. Every time I see J.K. Simmons in something, even a fucking commercial, I say to myself,
Farm?
like the State Farm, blah, 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 blah. I say to myself, damn, this dude was born to play that role. I have never felt more like this dude was born to play a role than him as Omni-Man.
Ridiculous.
Like, I was like rubbing my eyes, like making sure that wasn't just J.K. Simmons who jumped in my TV.
Right.
So
Facts.
that's what it's J.K. Simmons, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
his
all right.
name.
Just make
I
sure.
know that one.
All right.
For anyone who doesn't know what Invincible is, because it's not totally widely known like the rest.
Yeah, you might know the memes. But
Yeah. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess there is a Omni-Man, right? He's a superhero on Earth. And imagine there's like a pseudo Justice League type of thing, but there's a lot of superheroes have different teams that, help. Just
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
You're still good.
I was
We're
like, I
good,
haven't
yeah.
spoiled anything.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're still
There's a
good.
bunch of superheroes that live on Earth, and there's the people called the Viltrumites, and that's who Omni-Man is. And more comes from his son and that relationship. And it happens on Amazon Prime.
Spoiler.
Yeah, that is kind of spoiled. No.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's spoiled.
Why?
Yeah, because it is an important part of spoiler. Yeah.
You can't whisper that.
Spoiler.
That's not a spoiler, guys. There's
No.
way more that happened.
No. If there's such thing as a fact check on this, that is spoiler.
A fact checker on what a spoiler is?
Yeah.
My word.
Listen,
Anyway,
you
you're
gotta hold
fine.
the L.
Don't listen to them. You guys are fine.
It's ruined.
Don't listen to them. You have no idea what's coming your way.
No, you don't.
Birthday cakes, knives.
Yeah.
That shit was real.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I loved it, and the nihilism of it, I actually appreciated. And to be honest, I appreciate when somebody can shock me without shocking me for the sake of shocking me. There's a lot of emotional groundwork that gets laid based on like cliches and shit.
Yeah.
And they just fucking hard left on your ass. And I love it. And I was like, I'm for a hard left. Let's go. And they went there every time.
Yeah.
Unabashed.
It is by the way, the show is a very R-rated show.
The most.
I want to be
The most
very
R-rated
clear.
cartoon.
It's animated. Do not have your children. They could hear us talking about it if you choose, but be wary of having them watch that show.
Yeah. So what I took from it is Steven Yeun is the best.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Steven Yeun. All I'm going to say is, why'd you do that? That's my favorite part. You'll know more when we get to the spoiler.
You might think Steven Yeun is being typecast, but he not.
No,
Nah, he not.
he's being elevated.
He's well versatile.
Yeah.
Yup.
So Steven Yeun, and the other thing is what did I say? What I took away from it? What I liked?
Yeah.
What I liked is that it was basically The Boys.
Oh.
The Boys in cartoon form, which allowed them to do like even freaking more and like space, and powers, and it's exciting.
Motherfuckers that make The Boys said that season 3 of The Boys
Is Invincible?
Is it be the most?
It's gonna be 3 times. They used the number
They used
3.
they used
They said
the
3
power of
times
3.
as like gory, bloody, violent as season 2 was. That's what they said. And yes,
I didn't know you can get more. That's like Walking Dead. Like every episode, it gets
Invincible.
more gory.
Well, yeah, there's been a huge push on social media to like, oh, can we get a crossover episode like of Invincible and The Boys?
Oh my goodness.
I would love that.
I don't know. Whew. All right. We did it. We did. I don't know if we went as fast enough, but there's a lot to cover. So we're technically going to take a break, but people who are watching us on our socials, please stay with us because now's the time we get to talk to you. So after we come back from our little break, if you're listening by audio, we're going to be doing the spoiler of Mortal Kombat, Judas and the Black Messiah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Invincible. So it's going to be a heavy hitter. If you have not seen some of those, I would suggest not listening after the break.
Nah, do it. Do it anyway.
Listen on mute, and we'll go like this
Woo.
when we're done with the spoiler.
I feel
no,
like-
not this.
No.
This. Yeah, this.
Yes.
They're putting a thumbs up for anyone who can't see. But I would feel like if you don't care about spoilers, I would say listen to us talk about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
All the other things I would give
I
caution.
can't turn away viewers. I'm like, yo, if you here for
No,
this?
no,
If
no.
you here for this?
I want to.
I just I'm letting you know that there will be spoilers.
Yeah.
I want you to keep listening, faux show, and watching.
We'll set up next time some type of countdown thing,
Countdown.
so that way y'all just know, and then we back.
And then
But
we back.
we're taking a break now.
Yeah.
Daryl, insert break music.
Break music.
Breakity break music.
Break.
Can we give him some 80s hip hoppy sounding? No, I mean, can
Oh,
he
that's
actually?
like
No,
breakdancing?
I'm saying, do we have the budget?
Oh.
Snowfall is all about the
Diablo
80s.
coño.
Oh my goodness.
Can we get some music in here?
I don't know.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's go to this chat. Yo, people just showed up. That's so lovely. I love it.
Liz.
What up,
is
Liz?
in there.
Liz.
Liz
Yo,
says
Liz,
she's late, and I'm like, love.
are you?
Are
we,
you?
Are
we
you though?
just started at 9:20, so you're right on
Ruff
time.
said he'll be the halftime show. Does he know that he has to be butt ass? for this?
Halftime show. We need nipples.
On that
That's
note,
what
what up, Sean?
What happens at halftime?
What up, Al? We'll get to your in all caps question soon.
All caps question.
If anyone is seeing all caps, it's either Amina being exuberant or Al just being normal.
Yes.
That's just how he types.
All caps.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. First here, hi Sean, hi Liz, hi Ruffin. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you always, our lovely fans. Did anyone else show up? No, everyone else already shouted out.
We
shout them out already. If you haven't been in the chat and you listening, we love you too.
Don't worry, we will get to your questions at the end, I promise.
Liz got nips here.
Yes. Will what he said? Will X-Men take over Avengers hype? Wow.
Will the
Yes.
X-Men hype take over the Avengers? I think
Oh, got it.
eventually, yes.
It's a different flavor of hype,
Wait,
though.
you can't say yes definitively.
Yes, I
Yes, I
because-
can.
Yes, I-
Super.
yeah,
super.
yeah.
So, wait, but what if they
Look
fuck
at
it
our
up again?
t-shirts and look
No.
at your t-shirt. Look at our t-shirts. And then
Oh,
look at yours.
Whoa, what?
No, listen.
I don't even know him.
I will give my sports analogy, and this is where I might lose you. I get that, but let me.
Sportson.
Yeah, hold on. This is what the MCU so far has been the equivalent of the NBA Celtics all-time championship banner accumulation, with the talent level of like the all-time great New York Knicks. So it is commendable. They've been
I was
able. It's commendable that they were able to take the greatest Nick rosters of all time to win 17 championships, whatever it is,
Okay.
right? Okay. But with the X-Men, we are now talking about GM, owner of a basketball team, Kevin Feige, now working with the talent level of the all-time Lakers.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you're saying like they can't fail?
no, what I'm
No,
saying
no.
is they succeeded so much
Mm-hmm.
with like a B roster. Now they're getting the talent level of the fucking A-list.
Got you.
Okay,
It's
That's
it's
true.
about possibilities. The Avengers had possibilities that went only so far, and when you look at the
they
length of them,
exceeded expectations.
exceeded it by far. But the original expectations for those characters was wild vanilla. It was like okay, yeah, you could do that. But they turned it into amazing, and
Yeah.
now they're about to start with the cream of the crop.
Yeah, they're about to start now with
It's
like
about to
top
get-
draft
We're
picks.
gonna start at the top
Yes,
Yes,
and then keep going up. Like
I put it like this.
Scott is going
like
to
it's
have
up and then it's stuck.
We're gonna have a new America's
Yes.
yes, yes.
Gotta
when
get Cardi in
France and I were young, we're talking about before podcasting.
When I was a young warthog.
Yes,
When I was a boy.
yes, exactly.
When I was a boy.
But he was not a 10. He was still looking.
He looked like this.
He looked like Olsen but young. You know what I'm saying? He was still. Was
Like
that
I had to
racist?
run
I
away
don't
from
know.
home.
It wasn't
Oh, it's
racist.
eternal.
It was
Totally
All right.
racist. Don't
Motherfucker's dad died, and they're like, "Yo, just fuck it."
Go grow up somewhere else.
Yeah, man, he's a grub.
She said Carter loves watching us. I love you, Carter.
So basically, when we were young, and we were like passing out comic books to read, or when we were like, "I want to play superheroes," like kids talk.
Shit.
The cool kids, like we would be like, "Man, Wolverine, Gambit." You know what I'm saying? Bishop.
Dead ass.
You know what I'm saying? Cable.
You're
Yeah.
a lot,
And then when
bro.
the other kids, I want to play too. Man, motherfucker, you could be Iron Man.
dead ass.
What are we playing?
Anything
Like
you
you
just run
probably
around,
kick fight.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
matter.
okay. Gotcha,
You can
gotcha.
kick fight on the monkey bars, bro.
stick fight. Yo,
Kick
American
fighting
Gladiators.
on the monkey bar.
Kick fight on the monkey bars.
I
Yo,
think
shout
that's
out
the
to
name of
Community
your
School 6.
mixtape.
Yo.
Kick fight on
Kick
the monkey
fight. I
bars?
saw kids get kicked
What
in
the
their
heck is
throat.
a kick fight?
Okay,
Yo,
so
it's
the
mad
monkey bars.
self-explanatory.
We had a set of monkey bars in my elementary, right? Let me with nostalgia, right? We had the monkey bars set up like
Okay, yeah.
and then
like
you get
monkey
on
bars.
one person get on one end swinging on the hands.
Okay.
Other person get on the other end swinging on the hands, and there was just enough
And then
room
you ju-
Yeah.
in between
Yep.
to kick fight.
Kick the shit
And
out.
Stop
then
it.
wait, but when we had
But then it's the
before
grapples.
before the WWE was like tables, ladders, and chairs. Before it was
Tables,
that,
ladders.
before it was
Oh
that,
my.
we had kick fight. Then if you watching the kick fight, you could get thrown into the kick fight.
How do I get thrown into
Under the kick, the monkey bars are about 5 or 6 feet
But then
high.
aren't you just an innocent bystander getting
No, Anderson,
kicked?
you watching the kick
Innocent.
fight.
You
But you
there.
got thrown into
When
a
you're
kick
in a bar fight, if you stand
Standing
near
there.
the bottles, I
You
mean,
get you in it.
you
My
liable. So
God.
kick fight, you could just be like, oh, that's crazy, right? Rah! And throw a motherfucking net, and they could get kick for it in the middle.
Nah.
That's what we did. I'm not proud of it.
I love your use of tense.
I have to.
You get kick fighted in.
There's a lot of shit you can do when there's no adults watching y'all in a fucking like
That is.
cement arena of like 400 yards in width.
So shout out to CS6. I went to CS92, and we had the American Gladiators version.
Okay, what was that?
Was
With
it-
honor.
I was gonna say, were you hanging
Steroids?
from your legs and
It explains so
you had,
much.
You had
friends.
things
Middle
like
school, ready?
you were trying to like hit each other with the pad things. You guys had protection. You had helmets.
Yo,
No, what was the best? One time, this kid, we were playing like fake American Gladiators, and he kept saying he was Blaze or something.
Blaze.
But wasn't that a girl?
Yes.
So he didn't know that. We kept saying, no. He was like, nah, that's the black dude. And we were like, nah, that's a girl. And he's like, nah. And then like after that Saturday,
Oh, he came back to school.
he
Whole
came
new
back.
man.
We were like, what up, Blaze? What up?
What up, Blaze?
Listen,
Black dude's name is Tony.
He knew gender was a construct. He was like, I can be one.
Nah, he wasn't that progressive. I'm gonna tell you that
was
right
not
now. No.
progressive.
But go ahead, France. How did Gladiator version of it?
You hit the monkey bars and you go across very slow pace.
Oh, so y'all moving?
Yeah, you go to each other and then you have to grapple. You have to wrap
Yes.
your legs around the other person and rip them off
Okay.
the monkey bar.
Guys,
Yes, I'm sorry.
Guys,
Um,
that's too much.
No.
There's so much physical
Tell it
activity.
to my spine.
No, listen. I forgot that part. He's right. In kick fight, there are rounds.
There's
I forgot to say this.
rounds.
Cool.
We have
Jay.
rounds. Ours ended in that because in the middle of
Last round.
the middle like bar of the arches, whatever, was empty. So you could just like go across. Like there was no handles you had to hold sideways. Anyway, it was
Oh
like a
my
gap.
God.
So
Is that on purpose?
Bronx
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
So that's you had to hold that and then grapple it, and that's how you win the tiebreakers between 3 rounds.
Man, imagine you're in the middle when we hug legs and your head is just like.
No. The third round you don't throw people in the third round.
Sorry, that's me.
We don't throw people in the third round.
Aisha likes these things.
It would be hilarious. Well, kick
Well,
fights.
Well, if you want to know more about WWE, you can check out the Daddy Fino podcast. There you
Yeah,
go.
Daddy
Boom.
Fino
Plug.
podcast. WWE.
And that's not free. You know my Cash App. All right.
The Bronx is different. Sorry.
Yes, the Bronx different.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
I got
I think
stories
that
for
was-
days on school.
I think that was all the comments so far. We can get back into it.
All right.
Nah,
although-
there's more, but we're gonna get
Yeah,
it later.
he
We get
did
it later.
say Scott or Steve, but we could go.
Scott.
Which
Scott is gonna replace fucking Steve. He's gonna be the new America's ass.
there
Watch.
is no Steve anymore.
Scott wears yellow underwear, B.
I mean, you just saw Steve. Well, that's a spoiler, I guess.
We're in a break. This is
Nah,
not even
we're not like. This is not like
just
a,
rude. That would be rude.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
like an off guard right hook. You thought you was safe? We heard you love this. Let's
All right.
spoil it.
It's
We
ruined.
want to get back into it. Let me drink water.
Yeah. Oh, water break. Okay.
I would have got. I should have took your offer for more
We
tea.
actually get a break.
I mean, you know.
Do you want to go get tea? We're still in a
No,
break.
we really don't have time for that.
Okay, we don't have time for tea.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
You
On our
better.
next break.
Oh, next break.
We get another break. The break
Yeah.
is the end.
We get the break before the
Oh,
comments.
before the comments.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It takes 2
Sure.
minutes to make his tea.
Yes. Okay.
We'll take some comments and then we'll get the tea.
Are we ready to go back?
Yeah, we in it.
And we're back. Thank
Wait,
you
we
for
acting like
that
Daryl
break.
didn't play that?
Yeah.
Okay, all
Oh
right.
yeah,
maybe
no,
exclusive
he
for the live.
cut
All right.
cut that. Yeah, that's only.
That's only for y'all. See, y'all got that kick fight story
Yes.
for y'all.
Just you.
Yeah, that's only for the watchers.
Who's watching?
Don't snitch. Don't go in my files. I ain't say who.
All right.
Blaze.
Oh man, I didn't even tell anyone what to do during their break. Like go to the bathroom or drink water or like
I mean, we're doing.
I
It's a
don't know,
pandemic now.
smoke
People kind of
weed.
got
You
it.
could look
Because you can
right in the
smoke
camera and tell
weed
them.
now.
With no
Tell
context, you're not giving them any context for that.
That you can smoke weed now.
Yeah, not in church.
Oh, because you probably could smoke weed in church. I mean, it's legal. It's
burning
legal in
bush.
New York. You can recreationally smoke weed now.
What have I done?
So maybe you smoked weed on your break and now you're back because you definitely would need some type of, I don't know, chaser situation for
Chaser
this.
from church? All right.
No, not from
all right,
church.
sorry.
For this next spoilers
This.
section.
Yes.
Oh,
It's gonna be
yeah.
crazy. All right, someone has
let's
to
get
say
in.
spoiler.
Oh, Francis' turn. Let's do Francis.
All right. Spoiler.
Classic.
Okay.
That was good.
You can echo that or invert it, whatever you want to do, Daryl.
Right.
Whatever you want to
So
do.
this is the time where we talk in depth about televisions and movies, and because this is a special episode, we're doing a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess strap in.
The
That's what
most.
people say.
Yeah, yeah.
Strap in.
Yeah, with an eye.
Strap on.
Yes.
No, with an eye.
Oh, strip in.
Oh God, we're here.
Anyway, we are going to be spoiling Mortal Kombat, Judas and the Black Messiah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Invincible on Prime Video.
Invincible's the only one y'all should be upset about.
Yeah.
All the other ones you should have seen.
That'll be the last one. So,
Yeah.
like, if you really are like, "Ugh," you can be like, mute us or something.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that is happening.
Window.
Okay. Let's start with
Judas?
Mortal Kombat.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
We did start with Judas and the Black Messiah.
Let's start with Judas and the Black Messiah.
Okay.
Because then we can lighten it up. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Fantasy. Real life fantasy. Okay. So, if you don't know, if you missed it before, we're going to be spoiling Judas and the Black Messiah, this story of Fred Hampton's betrayal. I have to be specific that it's Fred Hampton's betrayal because we have not yet gotten a movie just about Fred Hampton.
Right.
So, like, that is another story. Like, his life, his work, all that is emulated in it, but that's not really what it's about.
Like both Lakeith and Daniel were nominated for the same category,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Which
because
was-
best supporting.
Right. So that should tell you that screen time or the importance of the narrative is basically split between those two characters. So it wasn't, like Aisha and France mentioned earlier, it's not a movie all about just Fred Hampton's life.
Right.
So, yeah.
Whew. All right. I don't even know where to start with this one.
I mean, there's so much.
There is so
mean,
much.
we all talked about the performances, so let's start with that.
Let's start with performances. You're right.
For me, I'll focus on Lakeith. Lakeith Stanfield, like he starts this movie essentially. I think he's the first character that we encounter in the story.
Yeah.
Where he's hustling.
He's like a con man.
Yeah, like con man in a pool hall and shit like that.
He's like, I'm the cops.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
Lakeith plays like my favorite character on Atlanta.
Yes.
He had that standout performance in Get Out, even though he wasn't on screen much. With just the way he played that cold, nosebleed motherfucker. The palm.
Oh yeah.
The palm on fist.
That's when you knew something was wrong.
Oh yeah, very wrong. There's raisins all up in the fucking potato salad.
And he was like,
Yeah, ooh, raisins.
Delicious.
Nah, I love this. Too spicy. This fucking salt. Anyway,
so much flavor.
Nah, Lakeith in this, like, he just plays it so well when he gets pressed. The way he's able to convey these complex emotions, the little, every little eye twitch that he does and everything, where you can see him trying to calculate and see how far can I go with this charade and how much is weighing on him, while everybody starts counting on him more and more and more, giving him more and more trust and responsibility up until the very end.
Yeah.
Where he makes that decision that ultimately led to Fred Hampton. I mean, Fred Hampton might have died anyway.
Oh yeah, they had it out.
They was going for him.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
He might have been taken out anyway. Sadly. Unfortunately, murdered.
Yeah.
But he definitely made it easier for them to just go in there and do what they did.
Do you want to know some insider knowledge? Because, like I said, our friend is in the movie.
Sure.
So apparently, like, who those two guys directed this.
No, Shaka King.
Shaka King directed it, right? The two guys wrote it. Those comedian guys. I forget their names.
Oh, the Lucas brothers.
Yes, they wrote it. But so Shaka King was like, hey, went to Lakeith, like, you got the part. And Lakeith was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, I'm going to be playing Fred Hampton. And he was like, oh man, it's like the role of a lifetime. Da, da, da. And they were like, nah, like, you're going to play Bill. And he was like, nah, are you serious? He's like, what are you doing to me? No, like, he could not. He's like, oh my God, I have to go
to that place.
And apparently, like, on set, he went so deep to that place. There were times where he was having, like, panic attacks. Yeah. He, like, ran off set and threw up one time. Like, right, the scene where he has to, like, put the stuff in the cup and actually, like...
Which they don't actually show.
Mm-hmm. They don't show. They just show him being like, hey, have a drink.
Yeah, he offers to get him a drink.
Right.
They leave it ambiguous. But now that you're saying that, I wonder if they couldn't even show it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that so what happened was, this is the story that I heard, that he went so deep into it. Like, he did the whole scene, and it was too much. They were like, yo, like, we need you to reel it back. Like, that was so much. He was like, couldn't, like... Yeah. So I think that maybe they had to cut some stuff out of him actually doing it because he was just, like, so...
I mean, in terms of editing that actual scene out, as powerful as it might have been, I think just as an audience member who may not be aware of what the outcome was for, Fred Hampton's demise...
Right.
It leaves it ambiguous, and then when you show he's not moving, and while everybody else is panicking, then you're like, "Damn, he really did
that shit.
He really did it, yeah." But that his performance. Not to say that any of the other ones weren't as good, but for me, it stood out so much. I always tend to lean towards the.
I was gonna say villains.
The villains and stuff. And he's a very complex villain in this sense, and I just he does a wonderful performance for a very hard, difficult role.
Yeah.
To play.
This is going to be like a question we've done before on the podcast, but how do you feel about a British person playing Fred Hampton?
I mean, I'm watching Snowfall, and Damson, the dude that plays...
Damson Idris?
Yeah, Damson Idris. Oh. It's an Idris Elba situation because I believe he's British.
Yep.
And it's fucking crazy. You close your eyes and you are hearing a kid from California from the 80s, and you look at his mannerisms and you're like, this ain't a bloke. You know what I'm saying? He does such a great job, and it's on that kind of Idris Elba level, like in The Wire, in the sense that if you didn't know
You would not.
he was an American,
You wouldn't be able to tell.
you would not be able to tell. So how do I feel about it? It's really complex, especially when we talk about real historical
Right, exactly.
figures. You know, we talked about it with the Harriet Tubman movie that
Right.
came out not too long ago. Yeah, it's kind of difficult when you see the role played so well.
So well.
You know, and then when we talk about the black experience, yes, there is the American black experience, but we can't deny the fact
Right. There's a diaspora.
there's a diaspora of that type of ism
yeah.
all around the world.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, he did his research, he listened to speeches, he did all these types of shit and really captured the cadence, the presence.
Well, that's the thing
He
that
did a
people
great
are
job.
saying, that like, you know me as the actor. I'm like, taking my jobs. It's for me. But a lot of people say that because they're not from the U.S., it allows them to have distance from the history and the ancestral like knowledge in their bodies to take on the role in a way that you can portray it accurately and go there. Whereas like someone who, not saying they can't, obviously American actors can play these roles. It's just you go to a different place. There you have such a different connection to it than, you know, a British person would have. So it's like,
I'm not trying
And
to
he
be
does it
funny.
really well.
There's not like a Downton Abbey role that an American took or some shit. Does this
Me.
happen in reverse?
I'm about to do that shit. I just
I
gotta,
was just
I just
about
gotta
to
get
say
my
Really?
accent
I'm
going
sorry.
really well.
No.
But I can't do it for a very long time, and it goes in between different regions, so it's not very good. But you'll see me on Doctor Who.
I have to keep it above the Thames.
I can't. It's so hard. Then I sound like a child.
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 You have to make it.
Now
Child,
we're getting cockney again.
Yeah.
Listen, I got much love to the man them. I always to answer the question how I feel about it.
Yeah, how you feel?
I feel like the Black American experience is very unique in a lot of ways, historically, culturally. There's a lot of things that are particular and unique to it that makes me feel like performance of it is part of our crucible as people who live that experience. And I sharply believe that's why we rarely ever see Black Americans portraying the English in those, like, it's rarity. I don't think it's a skill thing. I think it's a act of not wanting to be disingenuous, because we
Right.
by and large don't appreciate it being disingenuous on the other side.
Right.
We appreciate a good performance. Like Stringer Bell is like, whew, that's a god tier performance. But I often wonder, damn,
What would it be if, you know, someone from that?
Right.
yeah. And it's always in a question. I'm always questioning it.
And it's always interesting, like, you know, what Mike was saying, when it's a real person versus a fictional character.
Right.
So you have, like, all these British people playing, you know, history, Harriet Tubman, Freddie Hampton,
That hurt my heart.
friggin' Aretha Franklin, you know what I mean?
hurt my heart.
And they're from here. It's like, how do you...
Yeah.
But they do great work, so it's like...
It just
So
begs
weird
the question:
graphics.
Can I have it? Can we have that?
Can
we
it
have that?
be one of ours?
Yeah.
Can we
like,
have it?
Casting, you're never gonna make everybody happy.
Never.
You know, because it could be a role of a Mexican person, and then you find a Mexican American to play them, and they're like, "Oh, I'm Mexican enough," and it's like, whatever. You know, like you're never gonna make everybody happy with a casting. You're just not.
So you just gotta get ScarJo.
You got.
Damn.
Just cast Scarlett Johansson because she can do anything.
She wants to.
Yeah, you know.
Not everyone wants
She's
to.
got the
She's
determination.
like, let me flex, and they won't let her flex.
Just let her do it, you know.
You know, they're like, no, you're Black Widow again.
Isn't the black enough?
But I'm dead. No, you're back.
Over.
All right. If there's any pressing things you want to say about Judas and the Black Messiah, we can go on to the next.
Jesse Plemons, he was great.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's always great in everything that he's in.
Yes, he's my new favorite white villain.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
No.
You getting there?
He was also
Standout
like
performance for Jesse Plemons. I'll tell you
he
that.
was also like a semi-tortured character too, because I mean I didn't feel for him very much
Right.
because of my blackness, But like, you know, he was like, "Oh, I'm doing my job," and then they were like, "Okay, but will you do your job, like murder?"
Wink. Yeah.
And he was like, "What? No, yes, I guess so."
Right.
That was really interesting. All right, we're gonna move on.
Wait, did we rate the movie?
Oh, right. Did we rate it? Oh man,
we did not.
We didn't. Okay, how many? Oh God, out of what? That's hard. Oh man, how many?
Berets?
Yeah, how many berets? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was in it. I was like, oh God, what do I say?
Let's just go berets.
How many berets do you give it?
We are live. We're just not following the comments until the very end. Sorry.
Oh yes, anyone who just joined us.
We see the comments. We'll come back to it.
We see your comments.
Yes.
We're gonna have a whole section for y'all at the end where we can go back and forth, answer your questions, comments, all that jazz.
All right.
But we see you, nerd.
So
Jen.
how many berets?
How many berets? I want to give it 10, but I'm gonna give it 9.5 just for room to grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a potted plant.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Maybe a year from now you'll come back and say
I'll be like,
that
you know
was
what?
a
That
10.
was a 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9. I mean, great movie. Absolutely, the performances were great. It was a movie though that felt short. I don't know how that. So I don't know if that was an issue with like pacing or what have you, or maybe the fact that the movie did kind of split down the line between Lakeith's character and like people either reacting directly to Fred Hampton or Fred Hampton being in the scene itself, split down the middle that way. I don't know if that helped or hurt it for me, but I, like Francis and Aisha mentioned, like I would have wanted more of Fred Hampton since his was the life that was taken away in the film. Just looking at it as a narrative, not necessarily a historical concept. I would have wanted more to lose.
Yeah.
Like more of him to feel more of the loss and to
Yeah.
feel more of the weight of the burden that Lakeith had on himself for his choices and that he was making as well. I keep calling him by his first name. I know he's playing Bill, but yeah. So I would have wanted. Hey Pablo. I would have wanted it to show a little bit, maybe 60-40.
Yeah, it felt like they didn't have time. Like they were like,
Maybe
we're
not.
trying to tell this one story.
Maybe not. But the movie fell short, and I kind of would have wanted a 55-60-40 split on the time of the narrative, and leaning toward Fred Hampton so that the loss maybe hit and impacted even more so as a film. That's all.
Yeah.
I give it a 9.25, 9.9 and a quarter. And it's because I could recognize that so much of because it felt short in a way. Black trauma is always a lot to process.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it felt big, but it could have been, it felt heavy. I saw the scope of it, but I felt it could have filled in more. But then you recognize that the last, 3 or 4 minutes of the movie are all of these, subtitling and it's reading and it's telling you stories about
where these people ended up.
Yeah, and I feel like for me that would have bookended the movie in a way that it would have landed as a 10, because it would have filled out the story. Even if I want more Fred Hampton, but that would have been nice as just film. So yeah.
Okay. Whew. Shake that off.
Made it through.
I did.
You did it.
So before we go to the next one, I just want to reiterate, if you are watching us live, we see you. We see you in the chats. We love you. Thank you for being here. We got a lot of questions about Black Superman.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll come to that.
We'll get to it.
You hang in there. I have a lot of words.
Ooh,
A lot of words.
teaser. That's good. That makes them anticipate and stick around.
Stick around.
Yeah.
A lot of words.
That's a tactic. That's how you...
You know me. Totally planned. Okay, so the next one we are spoiling for you. And I do suggest you keep listening, even if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Is Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Wombat.
Dum, dum, dum,
I'm
dum,
really
mammal.
Wombat. Okay, let's start with, did it meet your expectations? And what expectations did you actually have? Like, did you have them?
Chortle.
Yeah, my man, 50 grand. I'm thinking the same. I'm like,
So it did meet your expectations?
well, my expectations were lowered.
there it is.
Lowered expectations. Yeah, like it's Mortal Kombat. God damn it! Ain't no Emmys
Nah.
for fight choreography.
I'm going harder than that, Francis.
I was like,
Come on, man.
No, like listen, it was as a movie is weak, is dead ass weak. You only in it for the value of
the brand,
The franchise, yeah.
it's
Video
for,
game.
like it's for seeing it with a group of people that you know.
So you could do the
Love,
Leonardo
hate it.
point, like
Yes.
each thing you know, like with the
Because
beer
I
in your hand,
got because I give
beer
them
in your
credit.
hand point.
I give them credit in one area, and it's the only area that makes me even remotely want to see any more of it. And it's that they are legit following the lore that they wrote in the games.
Yes.
I was like, and it's what we 3 movies in, DK, 3 movies, but now they're getting into the lore.
Mulligans, though.
Yes,
well, the lore that they further fleshed out. I mean,
because they didn't even have that. They just got that, and now they just making. Oh, look, we always knew.
the NetherRealm games, you know, the 9, I'm gonna go 9, 10, and 11.
Yeah,
The last 9, 10, 11 of Mortal Kombat.
have a story.
And I'm gonna include the
Aftermath?
NetherRealm created, just Injustice and Injustice 2.
Oh,
NetherRealm knows how to tell a great story. Like, if you play any of those games, the narrative, the cutscenes, the story building, the lore building are tremendous. They're incredible. They did a whole comic book series
On Injustice.
of Injustice,
Yeah.
all for the NetherRealm games to flesh it out further. But my
Gosh.
point is this. If your
Hasbro.
games have more depth story-wise than your movie,
whoops.
then what the fuck is the movie for?
But they tried in the beginning, though, right?
Listen, they showed me Sanada as Scorpion.
But like, you know, that whole backstory, like his family, and then the Sub-Zero, and then he froze
But
the
that's
family.
But why did
and
they
then
make the son
No,
Kenshi?
that was
just
confusing.
Scorpion? Like,
That was confusing.
his powers are underwhelming as fuck. I didn't give a shit.
Oh, I didn't even want to talk about Cole. That shit made me mad.
Cole, like his powers, like that. Oh,
Cole?
he got armor.
Oh yeah, he puts on a shirt.
Yeah, it's like okay, he puts on the Agent M. Whatever. This shit look.
Cole also didn't exist.
No, he's new just for this.
Just
so
for
when you
this.
said it was like what you said something early, like it was like a lead-in or
Oh yeah,
a
like it
building,
was,
whatever.
Yeah, it was like
This
a
all this
beginning.
felt was like a paragraph written by somebody dropping
Like,
DLC.
You know, we just watched somebody go through the crypt.
Yeah, for like one character that nobody's gonna play again.
And you're
That
like, who
ass.
is? I kept getting confused too because I was like, okay, Cole is the son. He's not the. He is the son. He's not the son.
No, he's the descendant.
And then he was like, no, like descendant. But then even then I was like, wait, no, Liu Kang is the son.
No.
he's
It-
not.
A lot of people got confused by that because
It
I
was
was.
confusing.
They were asking me questions in the DMs about that shit. They were like, it didn't make any sense. How he was the son, he got away. I was like, first of all, if you're paying attention, that was a daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It was a
That
girl.
was a girl.
And they said that was hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds, yeah.
So
right.
obviously he's not directly. He's a descendant.
Yeah.
He's a descendant. But anyway, powers are underwhelming. The fight with Goro could have been better, even though Goro looked cool. Jax, I didn't like how a lot of powers and abilities were represented. Shang Tsung didn't do nothing except one, your soul is mine.
Yeah.
And then the most egregious thing of all is Mortal Kombat. It's based
Yo,
on a fighting tournament.
we never.
There was no
went.
tournament.
We never went to the tournament.
So what the fuck?
But that's why I was saying it felt like, oh, hey, here's the prologue or whatever of a movie, because I was like, and now we're gonna do the tournament, and now the tournament.
I thought it was gonna be another
And then
hour.
somebody died.
Yeah.
You don't even get to come to the tournament.
Your boy.
You don't even get to come to the tournament.
With the fitted, with
I
the
know.
Yankee all
Wow.
brim.
It didn't make any sense. And then, so Johnny Cage wasn't there, right? Instead, like, we had this comic relief with Kano.
Yo, he had
Which
to carry the
didn't-
movie.
Yeah, literally, he was the only reason that everybody was like, okay, I'm here for Kano.
Yeah.
When he touched him, and he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was high key.
I
That's
died.
the funniest moment in the movie.
We were like, so wait, why are we listening to Kano right now?
Because he was the most interested.
He was
trying. Like everyone else was like there. Kung Lao was like, all right, I'm cool
Yeah,
anime
he was-
guy.
By the way, the Yankee fitted joint is called Sun Lao.
Oh,
I seen.
my
All right,
God.
we got the official name of the meme. We got it out
No.
there. There is a Yankee Auburn. So anyway,
Momentum.
I was like,
the movie is the fight scenes were. I would say that they're better than the original Mortal Kombat fight scenes for the most part.
guys,
But
the
that's not.
original is the best.
I'm not. No, I agree with you.
It is, but we needed the melodrama of those fight scenes to carry this
No, I
movie would have
agree.
been so good with a little katana.
Is it because there was no stakes?
Life.
There was no stakes. That's the problem. So the stakes in Mortal Kombat is like, hey, you have to fight for the control of
In a
Earth realm in a
tournament.
tournament. Whereas this one was like, hey, there's like gonna be this tournament, and you have like this little burn on your side, which
Or
means
somewhere.
like you have to be in it. And like, what was it? What do they call it? You get your Arcana when you
Oh,
like
God.
figure out.
Yeah.
I don't know. You go to
You get your
therapy
ability.
session,
You
and
get
then
your
you get
ability.
powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're like, okay, all this building up, and you're like, but I don't really care because what are we fighting for again? So that we can get an Arcana?
We're
Well, they tried
That was
what
it.
they tried to do was try to give an entry point away from the tournament that leads to the tournament, but they did it in the same way that the games did it. So in the game you go back in time at some point to a moment where Shang Tsung tried to cheat
right.
Okay.
in the tournament, and then
Oh, right,
then
they
the
did
game
say that a lot.
and the game start, and then the game will start again, like in media rays over
I
again.
am not playing a game.
But that's
I
the
am
thing.
not interactively
But it's dumb. You can't just drop
doing-
that shit
I
in a
can't just
movie and be
watch
like,
that.
"This is the part one."
Yeah.
But the thing is, when the game did it, it subverted expectations and
Right.
fucked with the sequence of the narrative. And also, the time sink that a game is different than the time you're investing in a 2-hour movie.
Right.
146.
So for this one, whatever, it felt like 5 days. It felt that they had time for a fucking tournament.
They did have time.
They had
They did
time
have
for
time.
frat boy Kano humor. They had
They sure
time for a
did.
fucking couple of more fights in there.
They did.
But anyway, it was underwhelming for me.
Right.
Character designs, I guess they were okay, except for Jax's little fucking skipping arm day
Vestigial
shit.
limbs.
Tiny arms.
Yeah, and then he had like T-Rex arms or whatever. There's a
And
big
then somehow his power was making arms.
making my arms brolic. Scrambling them eggs. With his
Rating.
arms. No, before rating, they teased Johnny Cage at the end.
They did?
Yep.
Yeah, in the poster.
The poster.
Oh, right.
They teased Johnny Cage at the end. He wasn't in it. There's a huge internet movement of who people wanted to play. Right now, Ryan Reynolds is running away with the internet's vote.
No,
I don't
no,
agree.
no,
Ryan
no,
Reynolds should
no.
sully himself with this franchise.
First of all,
I say give it to the Miz.
he already has
He's
the
the-
things he's doing. Let him do those things.
Yes, but also the Miz is the actual in real life Johnny Cage.
He's a
Who?
wrestler.
He used to be on
okay.
MTV this stuff.
Road Rules? Railroad.
He used to. I don't know what he was on, but he went from MTV to wrestling,
I
and
bet you it was like Road Rules or something.
whatever. There's somebody in the chat that tells us. But the point is, he went from
Tell us.
MTV to wrestling. He's a worldwide phenomenon. Blah blah blah. But the way he's portrayed himself on camera from Jump
Cena.
is you can see him. He's a cheesy fucking. He's a guy who would do a split and punch you in the balls.
Okay,
That's what he would do
I got you.
if he could.
All right.
So
Oh, it was Real World.
okay, thanks. Real World.
I win.
Oh look, he was in the best one. Fucking New York.
Real World. Back
That's
to
the
New York.
That's the only Real
Thank
World I ever
you,
saw.
Al
Kevin Powell.
and Pablo.
Just saying, it's the only one I ever fucking saw.
All right, rating, because we got to go on to the next one.
How many quarters?
Many quarters.
This one's getting a strong 3 for me.
I like that number. I'm going to do a 3 as well. Because I don't know, I'm an original.
I was entertained, but I was not amused.
We drank every time there was a special kill. That was fun.
Yes, there was one fatality, two technically, but one
was a lot.
real one in the whole joint.
I mean,
why?
I
Oh,
did like Sub-Zero. I like the effects, and when Scorpion finally was Scorpion, I like that. I'll give it
Scorpion was
a
fun.
4.5.
Oh, okay.
But I would have rather them just follow the fucking Sub-Zero movie,
Yeah.
video game. Just follow him. Fuck it.
It seemed like they were gonna, and then they were like,
Well,
"Skirt."
they're planting.
Nobody else has
They're
developed.
planting a seed for Noob Saibot that I peeped. I was like, oh, okay,
I guess.
I see what y'all doing.
Was that Reptile?
I feel like it should
It
be.
was Reptile,
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a
it was.
waste.
Or it
yeah,
was
that
one of his
whack.
people.
That was whack. Oh right,
Because-
there's multiple.
Okay.
the one that becomes a ninja is supposed to be Dick Special.
All
so.
right. Fucking yeah.
I feel like they're gonna
3 out of 10,
turn
3 out
it-
of 10, 4 out of 10.
It was on HBO Max. I feel like they're gonna turn it into.
We got to
a TV show.
specify what is 3 out of 10 what's.
Quarters.
Quarters.
Oh, like
Quarters.
quarters for the arcade.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you know, on the deck. Like, who got next?
I got next.
Yeah.
I'll put a full dollar on there.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
gangster.
75 cents, please. All right, we're moving on. Falcon and Winter Soldier, because we got a lot to say about this one.
Oh, you mean Captain America and the
Oh.
Winter Soldier?
No, I don't mean that.
That's what it turns into.
Does he?
Yeah, literally, the title card changes
Yep.
at the end.
I don't want to watch it anymore. Done. We're done talking about this show then.
Wow.
Good night,
Okay.
everybody. No,
Oh, what?
We know that the show had to do heavy edits with a supposed virus outbreak related
Right,
storyline. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
What we will never know is the impact that they may have had if they were able to just tell the story
Do
flat
everything.
out. Yeah, like would that have given us some more character development for the Flag Smashers, for us to care more about Carly? Would that have given us more moments for Sam to draw parallels between the struggle of people with less resources and the government, blah, blah? Would that have we will never fucking know.
I don't know. I don't feel
But
like
we got to go by what we saw.
Right.
And
Just to be clear, people, when we rate movies, if you haven't listened, we choose some inanimate object.
Often inanimate.
Yeah, that has to do with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our scale.
That's our scale.
But I'll just say this. My biggest issue with the show wasn't so much that they didn't go hard enough in the paint about certain issues, talking about issues of race, the black experience, or anything like that. I felt like, for me, I felt like for a Marvel show,
Right.
I was like, I feel like they did more in that area than maybe like DC has with stuff, or more to do.
They're taking baby steps.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt it was a baby step, but for me, I felt like I was in the right direction.
Right.
About the conversation. My biggest issue was with the character played by Wyatt Russell. John Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Oh.
My issue with him
the
was
other Captain
I felt
America.
the biggest problem I had was when Sam gave him the fucking head nod at the end. I was like, no.
He gave him a head nod?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then him and Bucky walked off like, not buddy, but Bucky definitely wasn't, I don't fuck with you. He didn't hit him with that.
Yeah, no, you're
I
right.
felt like they gave more of that guff to Baron Zemo.
I was like, don't touch me.
Yeah, I felt like they gave more of that to Baron Zemo. Well deserved. But they wanted the shield from this dude even before he killed that guy in the square.
I know.
So I'm like, there was no redemption arc laid out.
Definitely not.
But they played it off like there was.
But here's the thing. I think that was an accident. Because there was no redemption that happened. But I think it was like, okay, they fought together. Let's just have them go off into the sunset.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't like that they fought together.
Oh, okay.
I would have preferred if John Walker would have showed up and free agent, loose cannon, and still was doing shit, with that. He played all those little twitches, and I don't trust that motherfucker for nothing. Don't drive me nowhere. Don't make me a sandwich. Definitely don't pull a gun out near me. Don't trust him for shit. Sorry about that. But like I didn't like the fact that there was no. He didn't have time to get redeemed. So I would have liked.
He doesn't deserve redemption.
I would have liked for him to stay in that dark or gray area morally, and then have Madam Hydra or whatever the fuck her name is come in and swoop him up and recruit him.
Yo, that was the best reveal.
That was the issue.
So when he was like stripped of his. Oh, by the way, we're talking about the Captain America that was given the shield after Sam was like, "No, I don't want this responsibility. Put it in a museum." He's like Indiana Jones. Belongs in a museum. And so then after that, they were like, no, it doesn't. We're going to give it to this random white dude. Look, another Captain America. He, fucked it up. And then in the end is not like, I don't even know. Like, there's like, hey, here's your ankle bracelet. You need to stay home because you killed someone. They're like, you just can't be Captain America anymore.
Right, because of his service.
Because of his service, right. But the thing that I loved when, wasn't it? Julie Louise-Dreyfus. Veep comes in. That was totally like blew my mind. And I heard that she had to like hide to get on set those times so it wouldn't like spoil.
They were putting like capes over her to rush her in on set and then rush her out.
Yeah. That I don't know who that character is, but I love her.
Madam Hydra.
She's snarky. Yeah. Well, that sounds like
that's who she be.
Well, yeah, that's who she is.
Hail
the Countess
Hydra?
Von God knows what million names. But yes,
Okay.
she's Madam Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
Does she have powers?
No.
She's just influential. Is she like?
Will she have powers? Who knows? Let's see where they take
so
it.
I'm like, I don't know. I hope not, but I don't
So
know.
is she part of Hydra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
And they're like recruiting this dude.
She like got born into the gang.
But I'm saying like, so then this new Captain America who's now gonna be.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk
Okay.
of where Zemo and U.S. Agent might end up.
Oh,
we'll
they're gonna go. Yeah.
But friends, give you a tip.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus. I love her, and I love having her as a part of this project because it's so left of center.
So left.
But that moment took all of the gravity and weight away from the fucked up thing that Walker just did.
I guess that's true.
Yes.
Because I was mad. I was like, yeah, son. Yeah, I was like, wait.
It put a pillow under that ass
It really did.
Yeah, for no reason.
So that was one thing that I was like, huh. And then furthermore, because I was like, this is a bad place for this moment to go as a reveal. I was like, it's cute and it works. It works on paper, but once you bring Julia Louis-Dreyfus in the mix, I'm like, it's a clip.
Well, in that way too.
It's the way, the whole point. Furthermore, I was tripped out because the Malcolm Spellman, the showrunner, went on record to be like he wanted Walker to have a redemption arc. He wanted people to like him, reluctantly like him.
Right.
And
I'm like, they didn't earn that.
But that ultimately is how the show failed for me.
Yeah.
It really did fail.
Land that plan.
I feel like they nailed that for Zemo. In a way.
Is that what they wanted from Zemo?
I'm saying I feel like they nailed that for Zemo. Like Zemo, I think a lot of people came away from this movie. If they were met on him from Civil War, after this, they were like, "Oh, he's interesting when he's on screen."
Which has more to do with Daniel Brühl.
Yeah,
just being dope and the work that he's doing. He's running circles around Mackie, unfortunately.
But it's not fair though, because I feel like Walker's acting was great too. It's just that they didn't give him the arc. Yeah. They didn't give it to him.
Easily the best performance is his. I was like, the dude, like, because I wanted something to happen. Like, yo,
Zemo?
No, John Walker,
U.S. agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like,
I mean, he does go to some places.
He does.
It's so fascinating because he gives us the what if. Like, what if Captain America was not America's ass, but America's ass?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I was like, I'm just thinking about asses.
Nah, you gotta get your mind. Where your mind is, Aisha.
He's not
Where your mind
America's
is.
ass.
Okay, so let me. I don't feel like I'm taking a devil's advocate stance here, but this is what I feel like they were going for with the Sam giving up the shield, because they didn't do enough of letting some of these characters actually express what was going through their mind. There was a lot of, well, you won't you just give me the benefit of the doubt? Well, tell me what your doubt is. You know what I'm saying? Like for Sam, when Bucky's trying to ask him why you gave up the shield, he says, "Will you believe me is it enough for me to say I thought it was the best idea?" Whatever the fuck he said.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think Sam was reluctant to take up the shield because him taking that shield is him rocking a soldier's uniform in a way that's America's logo. You know what I'm saying? And everything associated with it.
I appreciate your devil's advocate because I feel like that's
I didn't say I was a devil's advocate.
Okay.
Advocate, but I don't know what to call it.
What are the Prince of Hell?
What a Captain America advocate. I don't even think that's not it.
The point is they never gave us him expressing why.
The devil's stenographer.
I agree. Well, you know what? I feel like
they didn't give it to
I don't think it was because of the soldier thing. And that's the thing that I had an issue with in the entire show. Was that it wasn't about whether I'm becoming this soldier or this image of the flag. That was what's his name?
Isaiah Bradley?
Yeah, that was Isaiah. He was like, yo, I was meant to take that on, and they tortured me, treated me like they do other black people in America, and then put me in jail. You know what I mean? And I don't think that crossed his mind at all because Sam Wilson already is a soldier. That's how he met Cap. He's like, I was a soldier. I, help veterans. That's my whole thing. So
he didn't know about Isaiah Bradley.
No, I know, but I'm saying that I think that narrative of like, oh, I don't want to take it up because it's like, Star Spangled Boy, blah, blah, blah. I think that was Isaiah. And that's what he said to him. He was like, no black man should pick up that shield. Right?
Right.
Which, one, they should never have put that line in there.
Why?
Because then you're taking Sam Wilson now becoming Captain America as like, oh yeah, I'm gonna prove you wrong. We don't need to fucking prove Isaiah Bradley wrong. He is right. What happened to him was fucked up.
No,
you can't say,
it was
you know what?
Up, but then does
I'm
that
gonna
mean
be the change.
But that's the thing.
But Sam Wilson never, like you said, never got the chance to say those type of deep things.
Right.
So when he picked it up, I'm like, oh, you just shitting on this dude. You just had a conversation.
But see, I didn't see it like him shitting. It's just that what Isaiah Bradley went through is what Isaiah Bradley went through. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why he felt that way against America and the Shield and all that. Completely justified. I don't feel like you need to change his mind. But for Sam, his experience is different. Like, even though he's still, even in the show, they try to show these moments where he's being discriminated and identified as black first before anything else. That's in the show.
That was weak.
He's past the Shield by his friend Steve. You know what I'm saying? He's past the Shield by...
But see...
Steve embodied America the way America was comfortable with it being embodied.
Right.
Sam knew Steve, and Steve knew Sam on a level that he's like, it feels like somebody else's, but no, you have the moral character. You have the right everything for this. Fuck
Right.
how you're perceived. Because like that part
You
at the
could-
end when he has that whole long fucking speech,
I
which
know,
felt kind
oh
of
my
cheesy,
God,
but
no,
Which he
could
co-wrote.
not.
you got to put it somewhere. But because there was none of that. If it was spread out throughout the show where we're getting his thoughts, maybe it wouldn't have felt so crazy at the end.
Felt like
But-
literal soapbox.
Yeah, it wouldn't have felt like soapbox. But he's talked to the government like more people like you.
Into the camera.
Yeah. So my thing is, for him at the end when he says, I know that now millions of people look at me, they hate me, but you know what? Fuck, I'm Cap. I'm gonna do the best I can with this. Listen. Is it the best, most relatable portrayal of that whatever that circumstance would be for anybody else of color? No. But
Well, that's why-
I feel like it suffered a lot from not having Sam express himself.
But that's
what
why
he's
I said-
thinking leading up to that part.
Because he didn't express himself, he in every moment when he's talking to the kid like, oh, why gotta be black Falcon? Why can't it just be whatever? Like him inserting those little moments was saying something opposite
Yeah.
to what was really his actions.
It didn't land.
It didn't land. It sounded like he was trying to be like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not black, I'm just Sam Wilson. And you're like, why are you giving me this message?
So you didn't get it like, I'm not just black, I'm Sam Wilson?
No.
Nah,
Which, if they
because then
meant
the
that-
way he presents himself is
Yeah.
just like, I'm this soldier, helps veterans. I don't have to be black. I can just be this guy. Da da da. And you're like, that's just not true. And everybody in the world who's watching this show knows that's not true.
Well,
so
even
what are you
in the-
trying
even
to
in the
tell
show,
me? Yeah,
because they
exactly.
still see him as black first.
Exactly. So, like, what are you trying to tell me as the viewer about, one, blackness in America, and two, Sam Wilson
So you feel
as
like
a black
the show
person being
was
Captain
trying to
America?
promote this idea of like color blindness?
Yeah, it felt so like, and I don't even think they did it on purpose. It was just that they were scared to go too far.
Right.
So then you gave this kind of like blanketed da 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 da, which then at the end, obviously that speech led into no, we are gonna go deeper into this. But it was like, why you give me a soapbox speech for that? That's like you had so many opportunities that you skipped over and confused me.
See,
and
that-
you give me a soapbox speech.
That's what I'm saying. I
Where,
don't.
no, where they fucked up,
Yeah.
very simply, was by having the Isaiah Bradley speech, having Sam absorb it. Now, he didn't push back on it. And then that conversation with his sister, it's just the dialogue tells me, she goes, you're not going to let that old man get in your head, right? And I was like, why the fuck would she say that? Like, that was the line that she gives to him. And it was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Well,
That doesn't. Her experience is actually in alignment with Isaiah Bradley's. So why would she say that to him? And it was so much inconsistency with that moment.
That feels like the cutting probably added to that.
Could
too.
be, but it was like I know what they wanted to go for by the end of it, but that speech was speech was dumb. That speech was. Dumb.
I feel like a lot of this. I'm gonna say this, and I have nothing to base this on except for the fact that you could tell so much of Carly. There should have been a whole maybe episode dedicated to just Carly, her origins, Flag Smash, or something.
Yeah, they gave
I
her a
think
little
it
more justice.
They
Than
could
they
have
gave the other
given her more
characters,
time because
they
she
could've
was a young person of color,
Yeah.
trying to fight against the system in her way. Blah blah blah. I think that not having a strong villain, not foil, but like not being able to tell a full developed story with Carly. I feel like there were probably moments Sam reacting to that, Sam trying to bridge that gap. Where I feel like those might have had those moments that might have helped. You
Yeah.
know, the message that you're saying they just tiptoe
No, I
towards,
agree.
but we'll never know. At the
I think
end of
they're gonna
at the end
do
of the
more.
at the end of the day, they might go hard in the paint with it in the next one.
Yeah, they probably
Maybe. But, you know, in terms of action and fighting, character development, at least for Bucky and for Zemo, and to a small extent, the John Walker character, I feel like there's a lot they could build on for, going forward,
Yeah.
Marvel Universe shit. But,
You can make Bucky do anything.
right, but for the last part that we said we get back to, Zemo and U.S. Agent being recruited by basically Madam Hydra, because that's what she is.
But was Zemo recruited?
This is the thing. So in the comics, there's this group called the Thunderbolts. I think we've mentioned that in a previous podcast. The Thunderbolts are basically like the Suicide Squad in Marvel.
Oh yeah.
And I think Ross,
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt Ross, the guy that always chasing Hulk, Bruce Banner, the old dude, Sokovia,
Yeah.
of course. But he's old, like old man old.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're replacing him with Madam Hydra to be the one to start putting together what ultimately will be the Dark Avengers.
That's what
the
it sounded
Thunderbolts.
like. That's how when they presented her, I was like, oh, she's like the Suicide Squad. She's like w's her name?
Yeah. She's
Amanda Waller.
Yeah,
Amanda
Amanda
Waller.
Waller.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's probably what they're trying to do with it. Zemo or U.S. Agent will lead that team eventually. It'll be comprised of like these villains or anti-heroes or whatever you want to call them. And, you know, because right now there's like a void. There's no like real Avengers in the world right now. Like, yeah, we got a new Cap, but there's not an Avengers. So there's a void. And I'm thinking that the Dark Avengers might be what steps into that, at least for a little bit.
It could.
And she's going to be the one to recruit him because, like I said, the actor for Thunderbolt, right, he's a little too old. Maybe they're skipping him over for that.
I wanted it desperately because I recognized the lack of a strong villain as a thing in this. And I thought to myself, like, towards the end, I was like, Taskmaster should have been in this.
Oh, man, that would have been great.
And Taskmaster should be the Turk Barrett of this universe.
Yeah.
He should show up
they saving
everywhere.
Aren't they saving Taskmaster for one of the other ones?
He's
in Black Widow. Oh, but you know what?
Yeah.
Taskmaster's in Black Widow. Let me not say he because there's strong indications it might be Rachel.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But yeah, you're
spoiler.
right. In the comics, Taskmaster is a villain. He trains Hydra agents, hand motherfuckers,
He
whatever.
used to be a SHIELD agent, like the whole deal.
Yeah, SHIELD recruits him sometimes to teach up their people. Sometimes he fights alongside Spider-Man. Sometimes he fights against Spider-Man. Like, he's just a mercenary. Whoever you pays him.
I thought that he would be perfect in this.
Somewhere in here fucking around shit.
Making things, he's the one that's making things happen. Maybe he nudges a lock and Zemo gets out. Like, he's the perfect person to put in there that makes you... It would have took all the pressure off of Carly in that way.
Well, again, a lot of Carly might have been on the cutting room floor because it might have been moments of her trying to get vaccines to people who needed it for a disease. We had none of Doña Madani with this lady that died. I'm supposed to care. I don't fucking know who she is, but apparently she's a great actress. The person that cast for her, no lines. But, you know, I think a lot of cutting room floor stuff might have been, especially for Carly.
Well, I think that they were really just trying to rush the story.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. It was like we did what we had to do. We got some things, didn't get what we wanted, but we're going to make it happen. We'll be able to do it again once COVID is not a thing. Yeah. And, you know, we got to see as much as Carly. I think they just wanted you to see her personality. That's really, they just wanted, I think they just wanted you to see, like, oh, look what she can go from being this, like, you know, I'm for the people to then being cutthroat. Do you know what I mean? She can toe this line. That's all they really wanted you to see so that they can build up to, like, another place. Like, I don't think that they had enough.
We got to go by what we got. Carly's gone. Exactly. Flash Mess is dead, maybe. Well, literally, probably. Oh, one other weak link. This Power Broker reveal that was so easy to spot.
I didn't spot it. Well, I did spot it. But then I was like...
I mean, she's the one that shoots Cap, even though she's like hypnotized or some bullshit. She's the one that shoots Cap, like kills the Cap. Remember, it was a big deal when Cap died in the comics?
Yeah.
It was like all over the place. She's the one that does it. She shoots him 7 times in the back. So, you know...
Police.
Right? So her being a Power Broker right now, maybe later we'll care about it.
I like seeing her be a bad person.
I guess.
It's fun.
It made no sense that she got shot in the stomach and she was good money. Carly gets shot in the stomach. She got super soldier serum. She dies.
I don't think she's dead.
Who?
Carly.
Carly's fucking dead.
Nah.
They put her on a stretcher, no medical assistance. You see that? Mm-hmm. He carried it down. They put her on a stretcher. They just looked at her and just started rolling her slowly. They didn't even...
Because they were like, she's breathing.
Nah.
I think she's like... Nah. But anyway, we gotta move on. We've been talking about this way too long.
But this, you know...
It is, yeah. It's
Shout out to Wakanda and the Dora Milaje.
Oh my God, that was dope. Everything that was great about the show was Bucky. Zemo was fun, which I was not expecting because, one, he showed up and I was like, this guy.
The Club Zemo?
Yeah. And then they drink Zima.
No. He got the only case of Zemo.
Zima.
Exclusive.
That's the last one. It tells you so much about the African American experience.
She is the Power Broker. Watch the fucking end. She makes a phone call. She's the Power Broker.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did make it seem like you could still not know if she was.
No, she's the Power Broker.
I mean, I think she's the Power Broker, but like
I have access. Shop is open, boys.
Right, yeah. But like the way they did the phone call, because just same way that like other stuff is confusing.
And what do you call it? Carly and this dude, basically Batroc the Leapburger says, "Oh, you are the Power Broker." Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I was sad he died.
She knew it was him. Carly knew she was a Power Broker because they were having that whole thing back and forth. She was the one who needed the thing you stole. Blah 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 blah.
Anyway, whatever.
But yeah, the phone conversation made it seem like, oh, maybe she's talking to the Power Broker.
More to be revealed.
We'll see. All right, we're gonna move on to WandaVision because we still got WandaVision and Invincible, and we can't be here all night.
Don't change that dial. Don't
go to sleep.
No, it's not that. It's one of the things they used to say, right? In the
shows. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, don't even look at it.
Oh. Are there dials? I think it's like keyboards.
No, back in the day.
We're back in time.
All right, let's talk about
right.
flamingos.
Flamingos.
The bird.
WandaVision.
Oh, what was it?
It
Flamingo?
was a crane.
Crane?
Crane.
Yeah, it was a crane.
Yeah, babies.
Babies.
Yeah, babies.
Was it? Wait, no. Cranes don't bring
No, it's not
babies.
cranes.
Those are pelicans.
Pelicans?
No. What
No, it's
brings the
cranes.
babies? No,
I'm
it's
sure it's crane.
it is. You look that up. That's important. We need to know now.
None of us have children.
We don't. Storks.
Storks!
Bring babies.
Storks! Stonks!
Okay.
John Storks.
Stonks! There you
Come
go.
along with the Storks.
Dogecoin.
So
Aisha for the W.
Ding, ding,
I was like,
ding.
what am I?
I mean, it was like Storks.
Storks and storks.
Alright.
Okay, so WandaVision. We are thrown into a black and white world, suburban.
But not Captain America.
Yo. You wanna
Oh.
fight?
My God. We're thrown into this black and white world where Wanda is like, I'm the housewife. Yes, we're living. Vision somehow is alive. And we're going to like make cakes with our powers. And she did do that. And so you're like kind of thrown off like what the hell is going on. And then it kind of unfolds. I mean, in my mind, I knew she obviously was creating this or someone was creating it to get something from her. There's some type of mechanism, reason why this town
Some commercials.
is in. Yeah, there's the commercials. But I thought they did that in a really, really clever way. So, right, you see, what do they call it? They started calling it the Hex. But, like, when the commercials would happen, I'm sitting here like, who's watching this? Like, why are there commercials right now? Like, is she not just operating in life? But then the way that they made it, like, she's broadcasting something out. I feel like there's more to that too. Like, why were you broadcasting it out? Is that like your mental call for help too? Because otherwise you could have just been living, right? It could have just been happening, but you decided to broadcast, one, these TV shows through time, and then also commercials that were like, Hail Hydra.
Basically.
Pretty much.
You're like, what is happening?
Basically.
But that, I loved that part about it. That it was like, and I love that Vision was back. Because you know how much I love Vision.
Back in a big way. With tight sweaters. You saw what tight sweaters were?
Totally. They were
You like
pretty
that, right?
tight. I don't know
Turtlenecks?
I don't know if I'm sexually attracted to Vision more than I just love his brain and his stoicness.
His brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His dome.
Yeah.
No.
He shows up and he's like, I know what to do. I got you.
Alright.
And you're like, yes, you
Ship of
do got
Theseus.
me.
That was good.
It was, right?
That was
The
good.
cadence, at least.
What is drip?
Yo, you know, I fucks with this dude, man. Everything he's in, I love it.
It's true.
Everything Paul Bettany
But
is
like,
in.
remember that he was the voice of Jarvis, right?
Yeah, he didn't know.
So, yeah, literally they were like, oh, so you're rolling Iron Man. He was like, what rolling Iron Man? They're like, you play Jarvis? He was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. Because he went into a studio and recorded for like 2 weeks and left.
Yeah, he was talking to Tony, not knowing who the fuck
He's
that
like,
was.
who the hell's Tony?
fuck is
The
Tony?
Tiger?
But can you imagine that, like, hey, you're in it now.
Yeah.
Like, you just did this recording
you are
once.
balls deep
You're
in
going to
this
have to
universe.
be this dude.
Yeah.
And your
Like-
first scene is butt ass naked.
What?
Yeah.
When
Vision,
is he-
remember
When he comes out of the thing,
he pop out and just goes to the 3-point stance?
Oh. I was like, I remember a cape
he was born in a
forming.
superhero.
Yeah, it
movie.
forms
Later.
over his ass. But anyway,
Yes.
I love the show. And Francis is going to tell you
agreed.
why.
Amina said a Knight's Tale.
He was getting this ready.
He's
I
the
saw
best
his
in the
ready
Knights,
hand.
too.
Look, he was weaving the thought. I saw it.
Never seen-
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I was
People are
like,
listening.
people are listening to that.
Oh yeah, it's ASMR now. But damn, yo, WandaVision was. Oh my god, there's so many levels. And I think it's because I'm an encyclopedic brain about TV. So watching the Family Ties intro, watching the Bewitched mixed with I Dream of Jeannie. Oh my god, it was just such a good homage to
Brady
TV.
Bunch.
I was like, I almost didn't care about the MCU story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is I was like, that was a gift. That we got an MCU story was a gift.
Right.
That Monica was in it was
Yeah.
OD
I liked
icing
them.
on the
Yeah.
cherry on the cake. That's Leche's cake. I was like, it was perfect. But watching the story unfold when you can't understand it, Oh, God,
It was
I
great.
live for it.
And the thing, we watched like this 15-minute video that was like all the Easter eggs you didn't know. And there's like so much packed into every episode of like things you would never have known. Like, you know, if you don't read comics or if you haven't watched the movies, or, I mean, don't watch it if you haven't watched the movies. But
Important tidbit though, because there was a lot of layers, so many visual layers, like narrative layers. And it turns out Matt Shakman, who was the director of most of WandaVision, was also the director of the spin-off for Family Ties.
what?
Russo brothers.
The
From Community,
From Community.
to Captain America.
There's like so much of that was actually a part of their own experience, and they were able to translate that in so many dope-ass ways.
Yeah.
I was like, I like WandaVision very much, but I like it before I even understood it
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah. Like, if WandaVision would have turned out to be like a filler and not even tied to anything, I don't care. I have fun watching it.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch before WandaVision, anytime, you know, Scarlet Witch and Vision were sharing the screen,
I know.
it's like, okay, they love each other.
Yeah.
But why though? Like, there was nothing there.
No context.
He's the
It was-
only one that could be on her level.
Like, I know in the comics they're supposed to, but the movies never had enough time or took enough time to develop that much at all. And so this show, it was taking those two characters, fleshing them out, giving them great moments together. Next time I see them on screen, I'm gonna give a fuck in a way that the movies never gave me a chance to. It was, when she's holding off Thanos and pulling the fucking, destroying the Mind Stone in his head, that was like, oh, that's crazy.
Right.
All I feel is you. That's a great line.
No,
But now all I feel is you is like fifth in the rankings of shit that they've said to each other.
Yeah. What?
Now that we got WandaVision.
What is
drip?
But
If not swag, persevering.
Come on.
What is it?
Just want to be clear, he didn't say that.
All right.
Mark Twain
He
ass
said
bars.
it. If he didn't say it, he lived it. He moved with it.
Yep. You see
Okay.
when we see when he got to Modern Family,
was
what he was
his-
wearing?
That was
Darcy.
his affect.
Love you, Darcy. Kat
Darcy.
Dennings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
That was
going out
weird,
with
like-
Andrew WK apparently now. Good for
Let's get a
them.
party going.
Who's that?
He's a
He's
artist,
a-
music artist person.
He's a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Got
get
you.
a party going.
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
So good for them. But yeah,
She
Darcy.
was weird in the beginning for me. Like, as soon as she...
Then she nailed it.
I know. Like, I
She's
know
quirky.
she's supposed to be quirky and weird, but it
Yeah.
was, like, almost in the beginning, like, she had to get back into it because, like, how many years has it been since she's really, like, played that role?
Yeah.
It felt like she kind of phoned it in a little bit. And then once you got to, like, the next seasons, you could feel her be more comfortable in the weirdness.
Feel that.
Yeah, because at first it was just so much exposition for her to deliver. It was like she had to be the one to find out that this is how this is happening, and then she's naming things, and she's figuring all these things out. So it was like, hey guys, here's the story that we're going with, and you're like, this is weird for her to be telling me this because she's so quirky. But I think I eventually got used to it.
The most quirky.
The most quirky.
We went this far and we did not mention the amazing performance of Catherine Hahn
Yeah.
as Agatha Harkness.
So that's why I said ladies can do anything.
Ah.
Because one, obviously Wanda can
do
make
anything.
an entire world.
Yeah.
But then we have this other character who was technically the villain, you know? I love that whole song. It was her the whole time.
Agatha all
All
along.
So like she can also do everything. And so that's why I was like ladies can do anything.
She was great. Chewed the scenery every time she was up there in the best way. The mystery really anchored on her, and then the big reveal that for folks, oh, she was the one behind a lot of this manipulation. At least,
Right.
was great. Her bringing in Quicksilver, not Quicksilver, having everybody
know.
with an X-Men,
That
fucking
was-
That
t-shirt.
was the moment everybody just like
Yeah,
stood up like
I literally, physically stood up.
Yeah.
But then like the creators were like, we're sorry. We didn't think you were gonna think that.
Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
come on.
Brilliant.
Fuck
What
outta
a
here.
tease.
Brilliant. They
They're
brought in
like, it's the
genius.
idea of memory can change. Like, people lose the sight of what they looked like. and
casting Evan Peters Quicksilver as Quicksilver and not Aaron Johnson.
That's what I'm
put
saying.
the audience in a position to be just as mindfucked as Wanda was, which is
immediate-
rare. It's
that's-
rare
yeah.
you get moments
but
like that.
That's what they wanted. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, the X-Men, we did it. We're here. We're in.
That
And then they were like,
Not
what?
really.
No, sorry. What?
not really.
My bad.
Yeah. One other fun tidbit came out recently in news reports and stuff like that, and we'll move on. Doctor Strange was supposed to be in this fucking show. There was
I read that.
There was a lot of teasing by Paul Bettany as to this finale. It would be fireworks and everything like that. he probably meant Doctor Strange because apparently he was supposed to show up at the end,
But
and the
didn't they,
commercials were Doctor Strange trying to communicate with Wanda.
Oh.
That's what the
It's
commercials
Hydra,
were.
Wanda.
Nexus.
Yes.
It's Hydra. Get out.
So that was revealed recently. They had to do some rewrites, and the reason they changed that up is because they felt like if Doctor Strange would have showed up at the end, it might have detracted a little bit from Wanda and her moments.
Yeah, they
and
were
I
saying
agree
they
with
didn't
that.
want a guy to come in and save the day.
Not necessarily a guy, but just like power level, name brand. They're trying to
Right.
build up Wanda.
Right.
And they're gonna have time together in Doctor Strange,
Exactly. Which we see at the
madness.
end
What's
when
it called?
she's-
Multiverse of Madness.
When she's
Yeah.
doing her thing at the end, learning the book, that's when you were
the
like,
In the costume, that's another thing I appreciate it. I don't know. I'll get to you first. I'm sorry. I love how Marvel is more and more now. They're embracing the costumes. We need to talk about Captain Falcon's, Captain America's. It was very comic accurate, and it looked great.
Very comic.
Like it looked really great.
I disagree with that whole statement.
Okay, but Wanda, her look, the White Vision look, very comic book accurate. Gives me a lot of hope for when X-Men get introduced because there was a whole, they're not all going to be in black. I guarantee you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Francis. You were going to say something?
Oh, but that's that moment of not have that decision to not have Doctor Strange speaks more to. It's like that's acumen for me because that's the opposite of what we got with Julie Louis-Dreyfus in Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was like that's the kind of detraction that takes away from the success and impact.
But I want to say this too. There's rumors. This is the spoiler section.
Yeah.
There's rumors that that character Julie Louis-Dreyfus shows up in Black Widow.
Oh,
So-
she's
so-
Turk Barrett.
So we were supposed to. so basically,
She's
if
Rosario
all the
Dawson.
if all the release dates would have stood as they were, we would have seen her first there, which would have, in a way, softened the blow.
Yeah.
For
that
her
would've
showing
made
up
more sense,
as
yeah.
she did. So in fairness, but we got to go by what we saw.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see.
But that's good too. That's
know.
that context is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Blue and yellow.
All right. Yeah, we gotta move on now.
Yeah.
We don't rate WandaVision, but there's not gonna be another season. That was
No.
like a oop.
There might be another season of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. There might be. We won't go into why there might be, but there might be.
I heard there is.
Well, they announced
Might be.
they announced the next movie.
Yeah, Cap 4.
Oh, okay.
But
4.
basically, okay, well, when they submitted the Disney Plus, when they submitted the fucking
I'm
show,
exhaling out of my nose.
when they submitted the show for consideration for like awards and shit, they changed the category from limited series to just ongoing series.
Oh.
So there's wiggle room for them at least if they want. I mean, they could do it anyway, but for them to do like another season,
Okay.
maybe in the future. We'll see.
I think they should, honestly, before it turns into a movie, because I don't think I'm ready.
Just give me Zemo in the club.
We need more. We need
Give
a
me
little
Zemo in
more.
the club. Give him a club. Let him run the club.
Zemo.
Yeah.
All right. This is a big one now. I've been waiting to talk about this show.
Another one.
Invincible.
Fuck outta here.
I've been waiting. I didn't know anything about this show. So I was very...
You knew it was a cartoon.
I knew it was a cartoon, but I also know that, like, superhero cartoons are usually pretty good. Depending on who's making them. But they're usually very interesting. And I trusted France when he was like, nah, you don't even know. So now that I can do spoilers, because apparently knowing that he's a Viltrumite is a spoiler.
It is though.
It is. It doesn't get mentioned up front.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you're not like, oh, a Viltrum. You know what the fuck that is? You're
But
like,
you know
damn it,
they're
I already,
human.
you know.
You know what I mean?
And might means
But
planet.
there's
so you know
I already
he's not-
said there was superheroes.
Yeah, but he's the Superman. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't know that. They don't know Viltrumite means
They
like
do
you're
now?
basically like
Yeah, they do now.
Superman.
They do. We do
You
now.
told them. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it gets explained in the
Yeah,
in
it
the
gets
show.
yeah.
It gets explained
Yeah,
in the
but
show.
that's go watch the show. That's not
We're
spoiler.
talking about Invincible people.
Anyway, okay. I'm still
spoiler,
defending myself.
full spoiler.
So, yes, like I said, there's superheroes in this world, very much like The Boys, where they're like saving people and they're on like these teams. I want to say they're not as corrupt, but then
Oh.
they are, because they're still like...
There's very little that isn't corrupt in the show.
Yeah, I
Very
was going to
good.
say, who's not corrupt?
It's all very human.
Very little that
Who's
isn't.
not corrupt? No, everybody. The robot dude.
Uh,
Yeah. And then the guy he takes his blood from. They're all corrupt. Anyways, yes.
oh, I thought you meant that he wasn't corrupt. I was like,
No, I say he is
Oh, okay,
corrupt.
okay,
They're all
okay.
corrupt. The one who slept with the multiple lady, he's messed up.
Oh, Rex Explode.
I thought it was hilarious that they used what's his name's voice for that.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Mantzoukas. I never say his name right. It's terrible.
What does he
Gotta
play?
get it. He plays the dude Gambit.
No, he's Rexplode. She's talking about Rexplode.
Yeah.
But Jason Mantzoukas, what is he like actually like otherly famous for?
Big Mouth. He's
Big
the guy
Mouth,
who likes to
yeah.
have sex with pillows.
He plays Jay.
Okay.
And he always talks like this.
Heard him in a lot of shit. Like he does a lot of voice work for
A
shit.
Brooklyn
lot of
Nine-Nine.
voice work. He's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Brooklyn
He does a lot of
Nine-Nine.
voice work for shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's great.
But basically, we have Omni-Man, right? He's not a part of a team. He is his own dude. He's like, I'm a free agent.
Oh, he's part of the team.
His team is
The
different.
Viltrumites.
His
Part of the
team is
Detroit
different.
Pistons.
He's a different team. But he's a loner right now. He has a son with this woman who is voiced by
Sandra Oh.
Sandra Oh, who
Yes.
I love. And they make Steven Yeun,
They
J.K.
make
Simmons,
Steven Yeun.
and Sandra Oh makes Steven Yeun.
Yeah,
That does make sense.
they have a union.
They have a union.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
And he's from Viltrumite, and they're waiting for his powers to come through. Boom, they come through because he throws the garbage. And
He
then,
eats the garbage.
yo, to fucking London.
Full yeet.
The planet London. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
The planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally, was that the first episode? Yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna summarize the whole fucking
I'm
series.
I'm
No.
not. But once I saw the end of the first episode, I was like, that's when I knew it was the boys. But I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was sad because you introduced all these like brown characters to me too. What was the girl with the green?
Oh, the girl's an artist. She's like Green Lantern-ish.
Yeah, and I was like, this is so cool. And then like ripped her apart.
Yep.
Guts.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Error.
Oh my god. And I was like, I need to know why
Black
he's
Batman.
doing this.
Black
Batman got
Black
fucked up.
Darkwing.
Batman.
They all got fucked up. They all did though.
They all got fucked up.
Mortal dude got decapitated.
And he's immortal.
I'm gonna give credit to in the comments today. Shout out to Jess. She said, that the end of the season, she said it was like Red Wedding levels of like, oh shit. I was like, no. The first episode felt Red Wedding because Red Wedding, for people that didn't know it was coming, it shocks you and it's violent. So the first episode feels 90% of the episode felt cookie cutter superhero origin.
Yeah.
What you expect.
Right.
And
But
then
like,
at the end,
but the writing was very
no,
different.
it was great. It wasn't that it was bad.
No, but I mean, like, the writing gave you, like, a sense of, like, this is different. Something else is going on with this one. It's not just your average superhero thing. And then
boom,
the end.
you get Omni-Man fucking destroying essentially the Justice League.
Which is exactly the opposite of the comic books. In the comic books, the writing depends on double entendre. The way because you hear it in the cartoon and you're like, wait a minute. But in the book, there's no tone.
Right.
You're just reading.
You're reading it yourself.
You read it and you go back and read it. You're like, oh,
Right.
So could
shit.
you tell while you're reading it what was going to
No,
Nah.
every time, like a page turn.
Red.
Oh, you're like,
Yes.
oh shit.
Yeah.
It was like
it was that
insane.
shocking. Yes.
This is the first one that's ever made me want to maybe go
and read it.
like read it because I just want to know. Like when things end sometimes, I just want to know what's going to happen. But then I'm like, I kind of also want to see it. I want to be surprised like I have been throughout the whole season.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the fact that it lulls you into that sense, when Invincible, the placard, little blood splatter,
yeah.
Right.
you're still like, what is this? What is this show?
What?
It starts with
what's
this
happening?
long, speech of a dad trying to get to know his adopted son. You're like, what the fuck is
Like,
this?
what's going on?
But when you see that disconnect, not the disconnect, but the effort of a dad trying to connect with his son, that's ultimately what the fuck this show is about on a
whole
level we're not
show.
ready for. And when that episode 8, put that up for something.
Which one?
A golden statue.
The first
of some kind.
the first episode.
No, episode 8. I'm skipping to the end.
Oh, the last episode.
When it gets to the last episode,
I was so tired. Oh my god, my emotions.
my man is coaching them up, bloody Pope.
But not even that.
Mark.
But not even that. Like before, like
Oh yeah, the lead up is just.
when we're going through that train
Oh yeah, yes.
and he's smashing his head and he's just watching people's
Did
bodies.
they go through the train? Did the train go through them? No.
Yo.
I don't know.
True. I guess he just stood there and was like,
That shit was crazy.
oh my God.
And the thing is, this show, let me tell you something.
This ain't it.
This ain't not it at all.
This is not the tip of the iceberg.
You
You haven't got to the iceberg yet.
like,
well, for sure. Yeah, because as soon as he was like, had feelings for a second and then like flew away, I was like, oh fuck, he's going to get the rest of them. He's going to get the rest of the Viltrumites because he can't do it himself.
He gonna squat up.
He's like, guys, I'm compromised. I need backup. Someone kill my son, please.
yo, hold this for me. You're like, I ain't doing this
I
shit.
couldn't do it.
Do it, but I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And then they're going to have to beat him up because of his weakness.
Right now he weak.
He's weak.
Now he weak. But that's the thing. His, I don't want. We're not gonna spoil.
I'm trying not to,
We're
but
not
I
gonna
want
spoil.
to so bad.
But I
don't tell me anything
promise you,
else.
in terms of the show being able to make you feel uncomfortable, in terms of the show, like bloodiness, all that shit, this is literally tip of the motherfucking iceberg.
I
Opening
believe
volley.
you.
Yeah.
When he sits on the moon and he's talking to that dude, the one who
Alan
like,
the
Seth
alien.
Rogen.
yeah, I was like, also we're doing like 6 degrees of separation. Is Seth Rogen in all these shows now?
I'm with it.
Because he
By the way,
makes all
Seth
They
the-
do
Rogen is
everything.
also in the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson series.
Stop.
He is.
Stop it.
And he
Is
doesn't
like
even look
the
like him.
cameraman?
Well, I mean,
I feel like you're lying to me.
I'm
right
not.
No,
Are you
he
sure?
does.
I haven't. What's today?
I don't even
Friday.
know. Friday the 7th.
No, I ain't lie to you. I haven't lied to you.
Because it's the 7th.
No, but like since the last time.
I haven't lied today.
Yeah, I haven't. It's true.
I
He's in
believe
it.
you. I believe you. But yeah, once he was sitting there and he was like, "Oh man, so wait, you know? I meant to tell you, it's a Viltrumite."
It was.
It landed.
The
oh,
reveal
God.
was great. There's a lot here that you're gonna end up going back and watching. Let me put it like that too. Just
I
like
would
Fran
watch again.
said.
Yeah.
But just like Fran said, that you're reading it with no tone, you're getting to know these characters, so you don't really know where to apply nuance
Mm-hmm.
to what they might be saying, or you know, duality, what is it? And you go back and like, oh shit, that's what he meant. This show has already shown us a lot that you're gonna want to revisit when, you know, other events unfold, which is great. You know,
I literally, like, whenever I love a show a lot, I will watch it. It doesn't matter how many times. I just want to watch it with a new person, every time.
Yeah.
I want to sit there and, like, watch their face because I know it's coming. But then I try not to, like, give it away. I'm like,
I keep it a buck
side
with you.
eye, what are you doing?
A lot of I don't like to rewatch a lot of things, especially if they're good. Like I rewatch Avatar.
Have I been, like,
and
torturing
Korra.
you? Watching
I
everything.
watch Avatar Korra once every few years. Like
every few cycles.
yeah, like years go by before I watch it again. This is gonna make me rewatch this shit once a year. It's gonna be like
okay.
an annual event. It's just too
I
much.
just loved every
Like
character.
during what time of the year?
Summer.
Even the friends were great. Like, what's her name? Zazie. She plays the girlfriend.
Amber.
Yeah,
Amber?
I mean, I liked her voice acting. I didn't
I
like
liked her.
some of the choices she made.
Well,
but
once you knew at the end that she knew the whole time, you were like, okay,
Then
what?
why did you-
Yeah.
Because she held him to the standard of a standard and not just
yeah.
let him have
So
an
yeah, I
excuse.
didn't like that.
Right.
That character in the comics is white, by
Yep.
the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
So they Zazie.
They Zazie?
Bates.
Bates. It's Zazie Bates.
Bates. Zazie did it.
They Batesed it up.
Which is good. I like the character. I just didn't
Yeah.
like some,
And
that
then-
part. I didn't like.
His other friend, the dude who,
Lost his boyfriend.
oh my god, that was so sad.
Yeah, he was annoying though.
He
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
annoying. He was annoying, but I felt like I needed annoying. Like, you can't not have an annoying
Sure,
character.
absolutely.
You know?
I
I
mean-
want him to make it to the end.
In his, not in his.
I do.
Not to his credit, maybe to Aisha's credit.
What did I do?
Everything that Aisha would say something, and then that character would say it right after she said it.
I do that a lot, to be honest.
With
so.
that specific character.
Was it? I
Yes.
don't even. Are you
Especially the
calling me
part-
annoying?
That character was annoying, friends. I don't know.
He's
Be
like,
careful.
Oh my
He's saying a lot. He's saying like, I don't like rewatching shit,
I don't like rewatching things.
and I don't like this
And she's just so
character
freaking annoying, just like
that
that
you
dude.
sounded like.
It's who you are.
He's adjusting audio while I'm yelling. He's over there doing his job and shit.
I mean, I still liked it. That was crazy. The college one where they're like taking kids
Yeah.
and turning them into RoboCop.
And then they hire that guy. That guy was played by fucking Ezra Miller, I think.
Oh,
I think that crazy scientist guy making the robot people was.
That was-
I
that
think
would
it was
be
Ezra
it.
Miller. I think
I
so.
would say casting in this was great.
Yeah.
Casting was phenomenal.
J.K. motherfucking Simmons.
J.K.
Yo,
Simmons.
that was a
Yeah.
turn. He better get an award.
He definitely like not my tempo times a million.
Yeah.
Not my tempo, Mark.
Not my temple throw.
Not my temples, Mark.
Stabbing drumsticks in people's
I
face.
point to my temples. See, there's levels. There was levels to this shit.
That was insane. Yeah.
Yeah, Invincible, definitely rewatch it.
I'll watch it.
Get people to watch this shit. It's hard to find because it's on Prime Video, and not a lot of people go to Prime Video for shit.
But also, I feel like people don't know that it exists. Like, I don't think not that they didn't do their own marketing campaign, but like the people who know, I think are already nerds. Like, I didn't know about it. He'd be like, oh man, you're gonna love this show. Man. And then other people be like, oh, you should watch it. They're gonna be like, why? Like, I don't really know what that is, but like,
Nah, it's worth a watch.
Exactly.
If you like The Boys, you have to watch this.
100%.
If you like The Boys, you have to watch this shit.
Yo,
Yes.
I'm just gonna read the cast
Okay.
very quickly.
Did we not
There's
read
people
the
we already
cast?
know. But Kevin Michael Richardson, who's already a god in the world.
He does voice acting.
Yeah.
Like, for
But Walter
everybody.
Goggins,
Yeah, he plays
Cecil.
Cecil, the
Jillian Jacobs
agent.
is Adam Eve.
Shout out to Cecil. I like Cecil.
Jillian Jacobs from
Oh,
Community.
from
Community,
Community.
Zachary Quinto is Robot.
Oh my god, I love. As soon as I heard his voice, I was like, I know this voice. Who is this?
He's a Vulcan.
I met him.
The annoying character is played by William is played by Andrew Rannells, and you see his face, you're like, oh, I've seen that guy in stuff before.
Oh my god, he always plays the annoying guy.
Yeah, Chris Diamantopoulos from Silicon Valley, who's Russ, the dude who comes through the angel investor. Kari Payton, Clancy Brown, Mark Hamill.
Clancy Brown plays a couple of characters. Actually.
Yeah, he plays Damien Darkblood and Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Mark Hamill plays the Taylor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I was like, the Joker? It is your Taylor?
Yeah, don't fuck with the Taylor, right?
What? I felt so bad for him too, because it was like that moment where he was like, fuck, like, was my whole friendship a lie? Which technically it was.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't care about humans.
That hurt, yeah. They were fishing and shit.
Right?
And he doesn't kill him. Like, he
He
could have,
doesn't.
but he doesn't.
Well, because I feel like he also knows he's going to come back and kill anyone who opposes. So he's like, that guy might be on my side, but I'm going to watch him die anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. He could have just killed him.
True.
But he didn't. Who plays, what was I going to ask? There was a character that I wanted to fucking know who the hell they play. Or who plays them. Oh, yeah. The dude that fucking out Luke Cage's Luke Cage.
Titan.
Yeah, who plays him?
Oh, right. And he
Titan
like gets
is
his
That
actually-
episode was great.
Titan is actually Mahershala Ali.
What?
Done. You see? I mean, it's stacked.
First of all, let's talk about how he found his arcana getting his ass beat.
We're not doing that. Don't ever do that. No.
Nicole Byers.
He totally
no,
did.
no.
No, I got that. Remember, I was like, is that Nicole Byer?
But like Michael Dorn is in it.
It's not fair. This cast is fucking stacked.
Jaimin
Also-
Hansu.
Of course,
Sonequa
Jaimin.
Martin Green.
Oh, yeah, no, she played the girl who died.
Justin Roiland.
Listen.
Yeah.
Sean Patrick Thomas is just a guard. He's guard number
Sean-
2.
Can you fill in? Just guard
Sean
number
Patrick
2.
Thomas still gets work. Let's just talk
Reginald
about
Val
that.
Johnson, which for folks who don't know, every volume of the comic is named after a different 80s TV show. 80s into 90s TV show.
Oh.
So for them to have Reginald Val Johnson High School, then have the principal actually be played by Reginald Val Johnson
Yeah, it's not fair.
levels.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
But yeah, I'll stop there.
Woo.
It's a great cast, worth
Good
watching again, and
Definitely.
it's one of those shows you want to get people to watch and just like Aisha said, see their reaction and
See the reaction.
yes. Can't wait for season 2. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long.
I know. I feel like. Was this the one? No, that was Raya and the Last Dragon. I was going to say the credits where it was like, all of this was done in people's homes.
Oh,
I bet
wow.
it was, though.
Wow.
That did happen in Raya and the Last Dragon.
I mean,
was
they
like,
did a great
shit.
job putting it together. You know, I guess.
Invincible came together in about 2.5, 3 years, including recuts, re-edits, and all that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
But that includes a COVID year, no?
no, that doesn't include the COVID year.
They
but-
pushed release for COVID year?
Which is to say, they'll have an enormous amount of resource behind it now to to fast track that.
It's definitely
It was green. I think it was
It was
greenlit
greenlit
for 2 and 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So
hopefully
we
they
will
work on
see.
them at the same time and we'll get it quicker.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. We did it. We got through months of recapping. Thank you for sticking with us.
And we missed a lot, you know. But
We missed a lot. There's a lot of other things that we like.
not do too
decided-
much, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
We
saying,
can't
we're
do
not
so
gonna-
much, you know what I mean?
We're not gonna live forever.
What the fuck, you know?
So
Says you.
we will have
Imagine friends of Black
other
Rose.
things. What's coming next? What can we see in our next episode?
In our next episode,
Yeah, what's coming?
I'll be fine talking about
Oh,
Skyfall.
someone's saying Cobra
it's
Kai
all false,
review.
Cobra Kai, well, you know who said that? Fucking Al. I saw all of Cobra Kai. I'm all caught up.
I didn't watch the whole thing yet, and there's gonna be more.
You could watch that shit in like a day and a half.
I did hear it's quick.
There'll be some more episodes of Bad Batch out by then.
Right. Okay. Bad Batch.
We got.
It's so hard. I feel like even when we were doing our whole COVID year of the show, I'd be like, and then what's coming next?
Fast and the Furious is around the corner. Okay.
How's that around the corner?
Widow's
That's like
around the corner.
July.
Black Widow around the corner.
They're getting
Loki
July.
around the corner.
Loki is around the corner.
Okay, a lot of shit around the corner.
Yeah, we got this. We got options.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks all for listening.
Let's see if we
Anyone who is watching us on the socials, stay. We want to hear from you now. Give us comments, questions. We'll answer all your stuff.
We'll
Anyone
backtrack
who
to a
is
few.
audio, check us next time. And check us on the visuals next time.
Word.
You can check us
Alright.
out on our Facebook page if you're watching us there. It'll always be archived on YouTube, and I think on Twitch the audio is there, but you know,
We're gonna work that out.
we'll figure that out. All right, so let's see. We got a lot
Thanks,
of stuff. I don't want to reset the chat because I don't want to skip stuff. I know folks were asking us about how we feel
They were asking about
the
Black Superman.
Yeah, so DC, Warner Brothers, whatever, they announced they're gonna do. At first, we thought they were gonna talk about what's there's a Black Superman name. There's a Black Superman.
There's
Val
Zod.
Zod, him, yeah. A lot of people thought,
There's three of them, but yeah.
but that's Val Zod is the one that a lot of people thought that they were gonna do the Superman movie. But apparently, no. They're just gonna do a type of Elseworlds,
Black Clark
Kal
Kent.
El,
Yeah.
And Ta-Nehisi Coates, is he writing or he's
A
involved?
lot of rumors, but I don't know.
I don't
keep
think
seeing
we
his
know.
face attached to stuff when they talk about it. I know they want to get a black director for it
Okay.
and black writers for it.
I didn't know any of those things.
I think it's a bit much.
All I knew
Well-
was that, the Michael B. Jordan stuff.
Yeah,
that
and
everyone
Michael B.
just
Jordan,
keeps
I think
saying.
he's distanced himself from that.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
Because that was the things I had to say about it. Not that I don't like Michael B.
You just
Jordan.
don't want him to do it?
Yeah, I didn't want it to be him.
Well, the fact you said it's not much, a lot of people feel like this is them trying to, not overcompensate is not the right word, but this is them trying to,
Get it right?
no. Because remember that there's that whole Ray Fisher shit
Yeah.
that's stirring up. Might be a lawsuit, whatever.
He's going to be Superman?
No, well, that'd be really weird. But
That'd be
I think
hilarious.
a lot of people feel like this is WB, saying,
Okay. They're
Look.
like, sorry.
yeah, like,
Yeah, it's too obvious.
Warriors. People died.
My beef is that why do we don't need a black Clark Kent when we have 3 black Supermen that already exist?
yeah, like tell those story.
There's Val
Yeah.
Zod, then there's President Superman,
But
and then there's Steel.
But they don't know how to do that. They only do that in hindsight. They got to go back and be like, oh, wait, we already did know how to do this. And then do it again.
Well, look, they're working on. We talked about this off mic pre-pro 2 weeks ago. How they do have the Static Shock thing that they're working on. The CW got a black Batwoman,
Which I heard she's not staying on, though.
Okay, but for now she's there.
Mm-hmm.
There was the whole a big driving force for doing the Snyder Cut was the fact that
We forgot the Snyder Cut.
that's fine. We'll do an episode.
We'll do
just
it
on that.
next. Yeah, we'll do a
And
special.
on that whole what we wish they Snyder cut and what we wish they never do.
That's a good idea. Because
something
that
like
was
in the
a
future.
long movie.
Why don't y'all put in the comments stuff that you wish had a Snyder cut to it, and then we'll maybe talk about it. But that was a big reason they even did the Snyder cut was because they wanted to incorporate more of the Ray Fisher's Cyborg's
Yeah.
character into it, and I think we agree it was better for it. I think we
Yeah.
agree the movie was better
It
for
made
It
more
was.
sense.
It
Absolutely,
was a movie.
it was.
Well, more than a movie.
More
The way
than a
we
movie.
talk about movies.
We actually all liked it very much, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Another time.
It's a tough thing to talk about.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to admit when
Yeah.
DC makes good things.
What else is in the chat?
Okay.
Storks.
Storks.
Come along.
Oh,
with the
Al,
storks.
we answered Al's question in the break, but let's do it for the. Is it being? We're still recording, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of X-Men and Avengers.
Oh, yeah. Who's going to be better?
Yeah, I
Be
what I'm
best.
saying, I'm not gonna repeat everything I said, because I want you to feel special and exclusive for those who are tuning in live.
Special.
But basically, we all agreed on this concept of they did a great job with Avengers, but the Avengers were not necessarily at the time when they did the Iron Man movie the A-team set of characters that Marvel had to work with. Yeah, we don't give a fuck. But they did what they did with it, which is a multi-trillion-dollar franchise, and they've created billions of fans around the world and gave us fucking 23 amazing movies in a connected universe that we'll probably never see again.
Yeah, no, you can't do that twice.
Right. So that's great. But now that they have the X-Men characters, some of Marvel's most popular characters are there. best storylines that are known by even people like my mom, who doesn't fucking know a lot about comic books, but she recognizes Dark Phoenix anytime she sees it.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, like now we're working with A-list talent, so hopefully they tell the A-list stories to go along with them, unlike Fox was able to do.
I just think it's going to be difficult. Not difficult. It's just going to be interesting how to introduce them in a way where you're not going to get shitted on by all the fans.
Yeah.
It's always going to be more complicated because it was easy. It's easy to sell the Avengers as a family movie, as something with wholesome family values.
You saying X-Men? We can't do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
Right.
Because they're offshoots, misfits. Hated by the world, minorities essentially.
They have way more complex
universe.
Characters than the Avengers.
They have more complexity, but they're also
For
more
sure.
complicated, and I can see them getting watered down.
Their storylines are more complicated. My God.
But the question is, will they attempt to replicate the success with Avengers, which they would then have to do the same thing and make it family friendly?
Yeah.
Or would they just say, we're going to make the family friendly thing Fantastic Four?
Make it rated R, you cowards.
Fantastic Four?
No.
No.
Jesus, no.
I mean,
I'm
wait, if
saying-
Emily Blunt is in it,
No, I'm saying that if you want a family-oriented one, Fantastic Four could be that one.
Or will
how
be.
hard of a street is Yancey?
You need to know.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
many
X-Men can
bodies?
be R-rated. Well, they're not doing any R-rated.
I mean, Blade might.
What?
Blade might be.
Well, we know Deadpool will
Deadpool,
be.
it will
Right,
be.
well, yeah.
So I
We
don't
knew
know.
that
No,
one.
I think they want to market X-Men like consumable
Yeah,
for families.
there's no
They'll
way they're
push
gonna put that.
PG-13. I don't think they'll go past
They're going
that.
to do more New Mutants and make that.
They made Tony not an alcoholic, and they had Hank Pym too old to slap anybody. So they'll find a way to make the X-Men a little bit.
I
Palatable.
feel like that was smart, you know? They're like, domestic violence, yay, let's put that in. They're
let's
like,
avoid
never
that
mind, let's
completely.
not do that.
Let's
That's not needed.
No.
I feel like he needed another character flaw. But
But it wasn't even him.
He invested illegally in stocks.
They moved on. They were
Houses.
like,
What else we got here?
It was Scott or Steve. We did that
Amina
one.
mentioned even in A Knight's Tale, huh? Yes,
Right.
we love Paul Bettany in A Knight's Tale.
every
He
team.
was the best.
If you A Knight's
I
Tale,
watched Legion.
there you go.
That
Okay.
terrible movie,
I
but he
don't-
was awesome.
He
He
was
was
awesome.
great, yeah.
A Knight's
That's
Tale
not
is one of
good.
those movies that you forget how weird the soundtrack is for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's one
But-
of those ones, like, they put, like, modern music.
Yeah, and you're like, you let it go because
This ain't
it's so good.
Bridgerton.
And you're like, what?
Motherfucker said
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Yo, they did. Though.
We didn't review that.
Did you watch Bridgerton?
Did you touch yourself? Anyway, the
Oh!
X-Men. No, I didn't watch it, but I know
Oh,
the
we
memes.
did.
I always know the memes.
God damn it.
Always know the memes.
why do you
We
know
for
the-
sure watched. I don't, like, there comes to a point in the pandemic where you're like, what is this? I don't want to watch it. Play. And then you watch the whole thing.
Sean said, I liked Invincible more than The Boys.
Oh!
Well, the thing, see, the thing with animated stuff, we learned this with the live action Disney stuff.
Yeah.
You can convey in an animated story 10 times the emotional depth
Yeah,
per
there's so much
frame
more you
than
can
you can do in live action. That's just a truth. So that might be one of the reasons, but you know, The Boys is also differently paced and
They have a different agenda.
It's a sweeping. That shit is the scope of The Boys is fucking ginormous. They give every character the exact same amount of focus and screen.
Yeah,
every
they do a
arc.
good
Yeah,
job
and
of
they
it.
need to. Yeah, that's the
do a
whole
good
point.
job
of
of doing it.
This one is the father-son relationship.
that shit is focused.
That,
Yeah.
and like then, you know, the reason I think that's the core is that the outside relationships that span from that too are all like you said, more emotion, right? So then the emotions with the mom, you feel that differently because the dad-son relationship is so one like mystery kind of thing.
But they did give enough crumbs that, especially in that last episode, they showed you, you know, what's next, and then they cut away and they showed these little plot points that were teased earlier.
The fucking music.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Yeah.
amazingly
I
done.
loved it.
It reminds you. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Seed, orchard. I have so much here growing, and plenty to look forward to in the
Oh,
next
that's
seasons
why I
to
was
come.
saying. I was saying the part that I like the most when he's like, "Why you do that?" It's because it's his first training, and when he punches him really hard in the chest,
sternum.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, I just need
You're
to see
terrible.
Stephen Yoon
Yo.
in the freaking booth, like. You
get why I said he was typecast, right? Because he got the shit beat out of him. And Walking Dead,
He did.
and he can't not get the
He's
shit beat
getting
out of
the
him in
shit
Invincible.
in a freaking cartoon.
Ruff mentioned Yasuke. That's the Netflix, the animated series.
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet either. Maybe that's something we could review.
Wait, which one's that? Is that
That's
the
the one-
Black Samurai.
Yeah, the Black
Lakeith,
Samurai.
yeah.
Oh man, I
Definitely
already
we
have
could
thoughts.
get
I haven't watched
to
that.
that.
We probably should do that one.
Let's see. Let's get through this pretty quick.
Alamo opens in July. I know.
mhm.
Ready.
I know. Was that out?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
He
Come
knows,
with us.
He knows what's happening in Yonkers.
Yeah, and
One
then
of us. One of us.
one more from Amina. She said, "Black Superman better not have a Jerry curl." Now hold on a second.
And I appreciate
Or-
that spelling of Jerry Curl is on point.
Now hold on. Now, do you watch
Or-
Snowfall? Because if Black Superman is played by Unk, I'm fine with that.
Or he could have a Jerry curl, and then
Why
we have-
not?
And then he'll fly through the sky
So-
with a theme song.
yeah.
It's like, just let your soul.
Exactly. Every time he flies.
Yeah.
And so you telling me that Superman can have his own little curl, but Black Superman can't have a Jerry
No,
curl?
Black Superman got Jerry Curl. He better be going to the haters ball.
It's a period piece. It could be in the 80s.
Period piece.
Black Nasty.
She's like, nah,
Yeah.
nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, why not?
General Zod, you so black.
He could work for Jet Magazine instead of the Daily Planet. Why not?
Jet magazine.
He could work. Y'all remember Jet? He
Of
could work for
course.
Jet.
Why were they tiny? You know, like it wasn't like a magazine. It was like
Yeah, it was smaller than the
it was
other
a
magazines.
smaller.
So you could hide it, man. White people take shit from you.
Mm.
You can't have no
Put
magazine.
this in your pocket, okay? Can't just be having that out.
And now they copy all the fashion in it.
Lois Lane, yo, weave so. No, I just
Yo,
wanna,
why not
I
though?
just want to hear roast.
Who we want Black Lois Lane?
Black Lois Lane.
Forget about casting Superman. I need a more interesting Lois Lane because it's been a minute.
That's so true. Okay.
Although, you
Man,
know-
this is a tough one.
Sonequa Martin.
Because we were talking about Nia Long, I immediately thought about Nia Long. But that would be weird.
But she
That would
give
be
me-
weird.
But she gives me seasoned. I got mad awards.
Yeah.
Swaggy.
She could be Martha
Exactly.
Kent, but like bad.
She's Superman's mom.
Yeah, but like bad. She 50.
Hi, Felicia.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Kent.
Hey, Miss Kent.
I'm mowing the lawn for her.
Mowing the lawn.
Even though she got Superman as a son.
He's like, Superman's like, I knocked the kryptonite off.
Yeah, and the shit is that like Superman can do it in mad early, but I'm there at 5.
I'm mad you guys made Superman to a blaxploitation film.
No,
I'm
yo,
he's literally.
Black Kryptonite.
Black Kryptonite.
We did it.
We did
All
it. That's it.
Yo, hit us
No.
up. Black Kryptonite. We got it. We write it.
I'm not here. I'm not on this.
Michael Jai White.
What's up?
Oh my
Michael
god.
Jai White Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Like he can't. All right,
With the
Michael
Jerry?
Jai White. There you go.
This has gone off the rails.
With Nia Long, who's Perry White?
What?
Perry Black.
Perry Black. What if
Perry Onyx.
What if you keep it?
This is like when you
It's
can't
Lawrence
say the
Fishburne.
C's because you're blood.
But he's Lawrence
furious.
Fishburne.
But he's Furious Styles.
Yes. Yes.
So Lawrence Fishburne is Zod?
No.
No.
he's Perry
Wait.
White.
Who playing Zod?
We can't use Giancarlo again.
Oh my
No,
god. that
no,
would be
no,
so
no.
good, though.
Although
He could be Master
that was
Brainiac.
I saw people pushing William Harper Jackson. William Jackson
to be
Harper
William Jackson Harper.
as Clark Kent
Right.
and Giancarlo Esposito as Lex Luthor. And I was like,
But you think he gonna
He
get the
would be-
baldy for it? We ever seen
He
him
doesn't
bald?
need to. If
Nah,
Superman
nah.
has a Jerry curl,
No,
he doesn't
no.
need to be bald.
well, I say that because
But
William,
let him have a receding Jerry curl.
Oh god, he's a reverend.
Let his be, a little
He-
back here.
Pastor Luther.
Yeah.
No,
Pastor
Yeah.
Luther.
definitely
I want
no.
him to wear like OD suits.
You like him because it came down from the
should-
sky. But did it come down from your sky?
As you can tell, we're rewriting Coming to America 2, but making it good.
Obviously, that's yo. We didn't talk about Coming to America too.
There ain't much to talk about.
Hey, that funeral was lit.
Oh yeah, that funeral.
That shit was legit.
That was Black
That
History.
is the way that I
was-
want to before die.
That was future Black History.
Yo, Salt Pepper came out, and then Gladys Knight, and he was like, "Now I can die." I was like, "Yes, now we can all die. We've done it." That was the best funeral.
If you think the funeral made the movie, then I can't argue with you. What am I saying?
And
I mean, yeah,
that was
know,
it.
it happened.
After James Earl Jones is done, the movie's done.
Well, that's the end of the.
Is that in the chat? Anybody have any other questions?
I said in the chat. I mean, we
Any
answered a
questions?
few. That was kind of fun actually. Y'all gave us some,
That was.
Gave some time to flex some ideas. I really do think we should write the
Black Kryptonite.
Black Kryptonite.
This is sounding like a musical. Like we're just gonna be like singing and.
I wasn't even
That was
considering
Hamilton?
that.
Now we.
Black. That was-
No. We're doing In the Heights, but
But-
in the Krypton, in the Black Kryptonite.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
In the Black Krypton.
In the Black Krypton.
What? That was Nightmare Before
Ooh.
Christmas.
Oh shit! Produced
No.
by. No, we need the Lil Wayne light, the lighter sound.
What?
effect. Yeah, because it's about to be fire, yo. It's about to be
my
flames
God.
straight.
From your eyes.
All right. J. Cole dropped Interlude. His album drops next week, by the way.
Oh.
I'm interested.
I feel like I haven't
Interlude was pretty good.
interacted with music enough.
Yeah,
During
yeah,
the
because a lot of people
pandemic.
didn't drop. The only people that dropping shit was Bad Bunny. He dropped 3 albums in one fucking
Jeez.
year that all went platinum during COVID. And he fucking bus
Flatbed
surfed.
truck.
No, it was a bus. It was an MTA bus.
My Jesus.
Through the fucking Grand Concourse. That man is a
What?
legend. And he was in fucking wrestling. That man
Yeah,
is
he
a
was
fucking legend.
WrestleMania.
And he was
Bad
being progressive
Bunny?
and wearing dresses and all this shit. Yo,
I know, I
Bad
heard
Bunny,
that.
man.
Bad Bunny.
Ese Bad Bunny. Ese un tiburón. I got a fever. We need more cowbell. Well, on that note,
We need more cowbell.
wait, who could Christopher Walken play?
Oh my god.
In blackface.
No. Done.
You know what?
We're out. He would never.
If he could give
He
us,
would
if he could give
never.
us, what
You know
Robbie
what?
Downey. Let me stop.
You know, I'm just saying, like, Robert Downey, we will protect him. He will not be canceled for that role. He won't ever.
Let's be honest. He did a pretty good job. There was a message.
It was a message on a message.
Landed the message.
But I'm saying, if Christopher Walken in the right role, I don't know. I don't think everybody King of New York.
No.
I'm just saying.
Christopher Walken. How old is he now?
Old enough that it's past his
11
bedtime.
million.
So, you know.
For
right.
sure.
We're going to say goodbye to y'all. Appreciate y'all for checking in.
Yeah.
Appreciate the questions and the comments. When this is made a VOD or whatever, share afterward for folks to catch in. Next time we'll be a little bit more concise with it.
We're gonna
And,
figure it out. We're
We
gonna know
appreciate
what
the
to do.
patience. Hard
I love
enough.
some of them greens. I used to be a saucier down in San Antonio. We're terrible.
This is awful.
All right. We appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for fucking with us. This is the beginning of season 5. Many more episodes to come this year. And yeah, tell your
Please
friends.
like, subscribe, share, all the things we said before. And if you want to donate to us, you can do that too. Go to our website, twonerdsandactor.squarespace.com.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell everyone, please.
Yeah.
And once we get our Twitch up, we're going to start doing some special stuff, like drunken recaps.
Yeah, we want to do shit like that.
We're going to get drunk and tell you how a movie went.
If we could tilt this camera down so y'all could see all the fucking equipment. This shit ain't cheap. This coming out of our pockets. But you know what?
Yes.
We love doing it. 5 years running. We're going to keep growing. Thank y'all.
Yow.
That's a sign off? I don't know.
No, I mean, this is the end of a stream.
Cheer.
The episode ended like 20 minutes ago.